Jambo, ye jovial jellyfish, jumbo jackalways, and junk-hoarding jewelsmiths. Welcome to the diecast. Last we saw the party, they spent quite a lengthy time exploring the many magical rooms of the tower belonging to one Herald Ravenwood. Managing to claw some sense between the tangents, the party believed that the children that were smuggled into the city are to be used as some form of mana battery. What nefarious act is the cult or cults hope to achieve? Hopefully nothing that involves the chariot race, which is shortly underway. Shall we watch it together? So, you guys... Well, I say you guys, in case no one noticed, we have a duplicate. Our resident rogue is a little bit under the weather.
They are different people.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
No,
I brought my simulacrum.
Can't tell by the boobs.
He has half my general capacity in every way.
Alright, I'll see you guys later. Double my capacity for donuts.
Yeah. Oh, I want donuts.
Oh, I know. Wait, fuck you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so the four of you, in the sense of Lilith and not our mystery guest, were speaking with Erlith when he teleported you basically in front of the main gate to the Colosseum as the chariot race is sort of like revving up underway. Yeah, actually, a motorized chariot. Bold of you to assume horses.
Sorry. Humans.
So, just piggyback, right? You guys are essentially popped into reality in amongst the crowd, this just heaving throng that just sort of guide you into the building itself. And once you get into the sort of through the first archway into the sort of hollow shell of the Colosseum like walls, it splits off and opens out a lot, and there's stairs going up to higher tiers, and there's a bit more room to breathe, so you sort of just have a moment to yourself in this little mid-section where there's a cross-section. You spot Shrimp just almost immediately. It seems like, if anything, Erlith sort of anchored you onto something, close by that was like familiar. And straight away he's like, "Oh, who would have thought after, the tens of thousands of people that we'd bump into each other again today? But I did say I might see you here. How's everyone doing? I know I talked to you like a few hours ago, but like, what's up?"
We're okay.
Yeah, not bad.
I got a bit of a buzz going. I have spent a little bit of money on the chariots, and I think I'm gonna lose it.
Where you putting your bets, man?
Good luck.
I bet on some old friends of mine. The professional charioteers, but one of them has fallen ill, and of course it's a 2-person chariot race, so I'm afraid they're going to be disqualified, and my money will just sort of go. Do you want to come meet my friends? Yeah, come meet my friends. Come on. He's like trying to guide you, like his eyes are like genuinely sort of like, come on, let's go.
Okay.
He's like funneling you towards the racers bit, and the guards sort of like wave him through because like clearly he's sort of with the gang, and this is a much quieter area where there's sort of racers and their immediate entourages and just sort of general fans, but like more in the sense of like groupies or like roadies as well, because like obviously they've got to move these chariots and
Pit
keep
crew.
them.
Are there any
Pit crew.
Pit crew.
while he's sort of bringing us to them, are there any like benches or any seating that I can just park myself for a minute?
So in this sort of, because he takes you down through one of these sort of sweeping not arched, what are they called? What's the edge of a circle? Not the perimeter, but like a particular. Is there a chord? No. What's the? Just one.
Arc.
That's the fucker.
You said arch as well.
Yeah, I know. It's been a long day. I've been doing integration tests all day. So yeah, he takes you around this part of the arc, and sort of all along the outer wall there is a sort of long series of benches and a few chairs where they sort of basically they were benches but they got broken and now they're like chair, ta-da.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can anyone else hear that candle popping?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, it's a wood wick,
What's about?
Yeah,
so it
Okay.
crackles.
that's all right.
and that's a
Should have
Chadwick.
thought of it before I lit it.
I was like, something doesn't sound right over there.
I just sit down for, well, essentially I try not to be rude, but I sit down for like the pleasantries and actually start casting detect magic.
It was already up.
But I thought that I cast it
Cast it, yeah.
at the last second before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
I don't do any of that.
Okay, cool. So finds a bench, sits down and goes, no. Just leaves. Yeah, so you get taken towards this sort of like entourage and pit crew. And it's mostly greenskins, like specifically goblins. But this is just one old dude just sort of being a pest, honestly. Like no one really knows how he got in, he's just being a problem.
Is he a chariot racer, that guy?
No, he's just some old dude that honestly I don't know.
Is he lost?
Are you American?
Lost?
Lost?
Lost? Are you lost?
You lost?
Are they near
Yeah.
me?
Yeah, so they've sort of gone past a few of these different just to set the scene a bit more, you've gone past a few of the different chariots and stuff. None of them have the creatures pulling them at the moment, but one of them is what essentially looks like a Dracula, like a blacked out coffin
Nice.
with big spiky wheels and like proper, the Queen Boudicca or Boudica like
Yeah.
knives on the side. And stood there are two of the most gothy goths you've ever seen in your life. Miserable, pallid, long black hair. Just like, looks like they were dragged fresh out of a cave 500 feet below surface level.
Nice.
Like, these are pallid dudes. And they're just sort of like smoking, just vibing with this cool Dracula.
Nice.
And the next one, you actually recognize the charioteer as the Knight of Meadows from the joust. Who,
Is that sexy goth one?
It was
No.
the one with all the flowers
Oh,
and
I don't care.
stuff.
We've already had the goth one.
Yeah, so there's the Knight of Meadows, and there's like a small woman with that looks fawnish or satyry, maybe. Just sort of got some deer-like features of sorts. And they've got this very like intricate golden. Well, the chariot itself is green with all this sort of gold filigree all over it. Looks very traditional royalty type, motifs with a few little animals sort of holding up banners and heraldry and all this sort of gumph, which in comparison to Dracula, is quite the okay, this is gonna be a fucking weird race, like even by our standards. And then you get to the goblin group. So Rob, do you want to introduce your character while you're sort of just lingering around these goblins?
I'm just a senile old man.
Short and sweet.
What are you wearing?
Like a chain vest and just very old man clothes.
So you're armoured up.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like armor. It's a chain vest.
Right.
It's just a vest.
Just a fishnet vest.
String vest.
You look like Rabsy Nesbitt.
Yeah.
That's what I had in my head.
I've got like Mr. Burns style.
Oh, nice.
All right,
bald
like a
patch
proper like
with it
okay.
dangling down. Well, I say more like Bill Bailey-ish.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oh,
your
he's the
hairline
bald guy with long
starts.
hair.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, your hairline starts at your back. It's weirdly long at the back for like no apparent reason.
No apparent reason.
Just this haggard old bastard that's sort of.
Oh
yeah, I've got
one
the
of
idea
these.
that he sort of does this for no reason. Like I don't know why, but when you said like just this the
He's all elbows.
yeah,
He's all elbows.
all elbows and knees.
And he is just like the nuisance at the back of the bar. I know we're not in a bar. But
But
that's
yeah.
the best way I could describe him. He's
Yeah.
like, he just wants to talk to everyone.
Human, yeah.
Yeah, human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Human. Quite short. You'd think he was short based on his
Just
hunch,
the
but he's not the
stature,
shortest.
like
Yeah.
he's hunched and elbows. So yeah,
Mangled.
Shrimp is like, I don't know who Bones is over here, but I want to introduce you to my my associates. This is Scrunt Fuglio and his twin brother Kunk.
Why do this to us?
Because the goblins, and it's funny to name them shit names.
Scrimp, Scrunt, and Cunt.
Give what you're saying now.
Brilliant.
This is Scrunt Fuglio. I have no worries about Scrunt, and he's like, oi, what do you mean fucking worries? What are you telling people? Yeah, fucking, I've known this little shit a long time. And then he like looks up at you and he's like, can you fuck off? You're really like in my space.
Hello. Goodbye. I woke up.
Who brought him? And he's like,
He's not with us.
He's
he's
not
not
happy.
me either. Never seen him in my life. I've never seen a man more elbows.
No, buddy, it's okay. Maybe you should go back to
Hello.
whatever home you came from. Just could someone else deal with this?
Hello.
Just looking.
But yeah, Scrunt turns back to Shrimp and he's like, either way, is one of your friends gonna help you? And Shrimp's like, I haven't run it by them yet. And then he Scrunt turns to Kunk and he's throwing up in a bucket and he's like clearly not well, like probably just got a bit blitzed or whatever Shrimp is on. He's like sort of not being able to take it. He's like, I'm gonna level with you, yeah? I wouldn't normally do this, but I've got a lot riding on this.
Who's talking to us?
Scrunt.
Scrunt Fuglio.
Scrunt
I thought
Fuglio.
Shrimp was.
Yeah, no, they
And
both
then,
like...
and then I got really confused because I was like, that's not your accent. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's like, are any of you any good at chariot racing?
I can't.
Lilith is like, wrong kind of riding. Sorry.
I don't know. I've never been in a chariot.
I've watched chariot racing, but I've never taken
Alright.
part.
Phrase it another way. Are any of you good at smashing things and
Yes.
blowing stuff up and being a
yes.
right nuisance?
Yes.
He's very good at that.
I can smash things, but
Do you
I'm
mind
failing to see where
just
that
for-
connects with the chariot?
For a little bit...
He's
Oh,
a
you've not seen proper chariot racing in, have you, Sunshine? And Shrimp kicks up and he's like, "Oh, you're gonna love it." Like these chariot races, and he's like, you can see that whatever is had like a second wave, and he's like, "Oh, these chariot races, they're fucking violent, dude. Like people die all the time. Well, not all
Me
the time.
again. I'm in.
I don't think.
I honestly think you would crack in half."
Don't you try to stop me.
He
Got
turns back to Baxter.
Righty and Righty. I'm in.
Okay, I'm just gonna like put my hands on his shoulders and like just turn him around and gently.
Goodbye.
Lilith's like,
Okay.
I don't care how rich he is, I'm not going near him. But Shrimp is like, okay, so when I said people die, that was a bit of an overstatement. There have been some deaths, but mostly it's just sort of like bleeding and violence and stuff. And like, there's usually two people on a chariot, and like one of them, he steers the chariot, or she, or they steer the chariot, and there's like another person on board, and usually they sort of like get into all like the violence and stuff, and they like jump to other chariots and like beat the shit out of the other guys, or they like cast spells and like shoot shit and like fucking big swords and you know, it's just sort of like violence. There's like a violent guy and there's a driver. Normally Scrunt is the violent guy, but he can drive and he's pretty good, but we need a violent guy because you can't drive and Kunk is ill and Scrunt is going to be the driver, so we just need you to
hit
polymorph
things.
or like disguise into a goblin so you look like Kunk and just be on the chariot and beat shit up.
Okay.
Are you guys hot? It's real hot. I got a dry mouth.
It's temperate. I mean, yeah. I don't know how I'm gonna make myself look like a.
Oh, we can do
goblin,
that.
though.
We got that covered.
Okay. Well, I mean, you had me at people die. So
Giza's got it covered, and he points to the chariot, and what you've realized up till now, like no one's really noticed, there is a goblin with like a face mask, Mad Max style, strapped to the front of this chariot, like up on this like pole. He's like, that's their good luck charm. His name is Giza, Giza, but people call him Creepy Giza because he's a bit of a creepy Giza, you know.
Okay.
That's what people call me.
Okay, buddy. Once again, like push.
Yeah,
Just wandering over. It's like no. Just redirect.
He just goes and like pesters other people and like
And then comes back.
everyone's just like the Knight of Meadows is like turns to a like associate. The associate's like just starts like guiding him back to you guys, and he's like, "Is this your anyone?"
No, that doesn't.
And she like
belong
looks
to us.
around, and then she looks specifically at Lilith and goes, "Is he your grandfather?" And she's like, "I have never met him in my life." She's like, "Okay." She's like, "Come
then
along,
tell
old
me
man." And
Lilith
she's
would
like
say
guiding you along the paddock, sort of like introducing you to people looking for your owner, basically.
I think Lilith would say that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly. It's like you've known him for 50 years, he's your best friend. Nah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
let's
fucking
give him
click.
to Roz. Where's
Oh,
Roz? She'll
no.
love him. She'll look after him.
Poor Ross.
Poor Roz.
Yeah. But yeah,
Is
Giza, like, they go up and, like, unstrap him, and he's like, I ain't getting down after I've got all sorted. But, here we go. Is it you? Yeah?
yeah,
And
yeah, I guess.
he's like, you wonder why people call you Creepy Giza? And he's like, they don't call me shit. And then he just goes, and then, like, right before your eyes, like, kunk. It's just like,
Whoa.
it's just like, not polymorph, but like disguised against
Yeah.
your will. It's like boom, kunk, and like this hammer is now like even bigger, but you're still like wielding it quite like you know dexterously, and everyone's like, whoa.
This is gonna look really cool, right?
He's like, I'm gonna get
It's gonna
strapped back
stop,
in.
like, throwing
He
the
like,
hammer.
climbs back up on this pole, and it's like really weird. He sort of like jumps, hugs it, and like proper like shimmies his like legs up. Because this thing is like a good 10 feet, but it just sort of like sticks out at like a sort of 45 to 60 degree angle depending, and it actually like does this as it's like riding along the bumps. There's a bit of flex in it, so this is just a goblin on a stick just sort of doing this. Yeah.
I mean, I prefer the red, but it works.
remember that you have the returning weapon?
Oh yeah. I'm sure I'm gonna make use of that.
Oh yeah, it could probably come in handy. Yeah, sounds good. I don't know what the fuck it is, honestly, but if you can fucking chuck some in and it comes back, even better. Do you know any sort of magic?
I do.
That's not gonna help.
You could.
You're
help.
not kunk.
Yeah, not really my thing, to be honest. I'm more like
It's alright.
smash stuff.
As long as you can just like, yeah. And he looks at the hammer and he's like, I'm sure that would do fine. Honestly, it's like it's pretty big. You could probably do some damage with that.
Yeah, we'll be good. We'll be good.
We should probably introduce you to come with me. And he's like, you can all come. I'm gonna take you down to the paddocks. We're gonna make sure that the old girl don't mind you. Yeah,
Okay.
come along.
Who's the old girl? Okay.
Oh, the
I'm
old
just
shade.
gonna like follow.
Yeah. What's up?
The laptop's not charging.
Uh-oh.
2 seconds.
Right, I'll continue while you guys
carry on.
fix
We'll-
that.
we'll-
Yeah, so they take you down to the paddock, like where they're keeping all these beasts,
There you go.
and there's quite a range of stuff. There's the aforementioned blink lions, not quite displacer lions, but blink lions. But Aerolith did specify something about them.
I want one.
No, you don't. There's a moose.
Cool.
It's pretty big.
I
There's a
want
unicorn.
I
Not
want
that
one
big.
of them as well.
And
What do you mean not
then
very big?
the unicorn compared to the moose
Oh.
is
Mm.
not
I've
that
never
big.
seen a moose. They're pretty big.
But you
Yeah.
didn't say compared to a moose, actually, okay? So,
But yeah, also there's like, as you're going down through this sort of stable, there's 2 giant crocodiles that are sort of like wrestling each other in one of the pens.
Nice.
And immediately, like as you guys are walking down along it, Scrunt just takes like a slight step to the side to avoid these crocodiles.
Does anyone race with a mega badge by any chance?
We had a blight with a mega badger at some point. I Oh yeah, I remember. Mega Badger turned around, bit his face clean off.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay,
So
cool.
these are all the beasts that pull the chariots, are they?
From what you can gather, yeah. Like it makes sense that you're
Okay,
bless your face.
thank you.
On the magic front, would it be okay if I gave this to him and I just take Gonk off
No.
and give?
She'll be fine. I'll look after her.
Hello.
What did it do?
Do you want?
For me?
I give him a copper.
Thank you.
Without skipping a beat, straight back.
I
into
need a quid for
conversation.
the bus, I do.
40p for the train.
Do you want flamethrower or bolts?
Ooh, what's gonna be better? I think bolts.
Yeah, we
Get 'em lodged
dabble
in
with
someone's
flamethrowers
wheels.
before. It tends to have a bit of like blowback, especially at high speeds. These things go about 40 miles an hour.
Okay,
so,
let's go bolts.
Yeah, boats should be good.
And lastly, I mean, if we're going all in, paprika could help too. I don't know if that would be allowed.
Now the thing is, that one can pass as a bit of jewellery. That one, not so much, honestly.
What's the rules on that kind of thing? You know, like you can take weapons in, I guess. I mean,
Yeah,
you
you
could
can
just-
you can take weapons. You can take like sort of.
If people are allowed spells, surely they're allowed.
You're not allowed any summoning spells. For one.
Okay.
It tends to be specifically like evocation or that
I
sort
did
of-
technically summon it, so
Yeah, but Bax didn't.
hmm. It would
If
be,
it was
would
any other
be-
day, I would try it. But this is like the biggest race of the year,
Hmm.
so I'm not going to risk it. That
Okay.
little spidery one, though, that should be fine.
Okay.
It will look like you're just casting some sort of bolt.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, we've had people with like wrist mounted, like sort of hand
Crossbows
crossbows
and
anyway.
stuff.
So yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah. So say hello to Bertha, and he like opens this gate, and there's like a little pen that you can step into that's inside the stable room, and you're met by something that is up on its front legs, a bit like a sort of gorilla when it's like lifting his chest, but it looks a lot more like a rhino. And his head, like his neck, comes down a lot more, more like a sort of tapir style head, but with the horn as well. It's very strange.
Cool.
Give her a stroke. If she bites your hand off, maybe we won't race with you. She might just think that you're cunk, to be fair. So give it a whirl.
Okay. Like step up.
Yeah, this thing sort of like you can see that when he walks, his wrists are pointed down and his elbows are out. So he sort of does this, yeah, and he like moves over to you and lowers his head a bit and gives you a bit of a sniff. So if you roll an animal handling check,
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that wasn't good. 8.
yeah, okay. Because the fact that you look like Kunk, and even if you haven't quite got the right smell, you've like there's so much smell going on in this room anyway. Like it's a a literal stable. Like it stinks of animal shit and other things, whatever they may be. Yeah, she sort of like bows her head too slightly, and you just give her like a bit of a at the base of the horn, and then like down the nose. And he's like, "See, you're a natural. You'll be fine."
Cool.
Sorry to sound like a broken record, whatever that is.
Broken music box.
What if we were to use paprika, but make it just look like, I don't know, some kind of backpack? So just put it on your back. I'm saying this because I can cast guidance every 6 seconds on him then.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
Maybe if we don't let her fly.
Yeah, just make
I
it look
just
like
want to warn you.
ornamentation.
Like armor.
What about a headpiece?
Is it expendable?
Sort of. I mean,
You can.
I'd be a bit bummed if I lost the ruby, because the ruby is paprika.
Oh, say.
You can always
Only
just
because
fix
shit
it.
gets pretty violent. Don't want you to lose out on a pet.
The tapia.
No, the
Paprika.
paprika.
Who gets violent?
The race.
Oh, like the
Ah.
race, yeah. So it's up to you.
I preemptively give you another copper as I see you approaching.
Thank you.
It's up to you, man.
It's just this fucking. Also, when you said that you're in the chain shirt, does that mean you're not wearing trousers? I just like the idea you've got a weirdly long, like almost like a night shirt on, with like no actual trousers. You've got pants, but like
Just a belted, like,
Yeah,
long chain
yeah.
shirt.
And socks and sandals.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
Of course.
But yeah, you're showing knees, shins, and a little bit of thigh. And then,
World's
okay.
longest tunic.
Please
Yeah.
don't be a flash.
When you cast fear, you just go whoop.
You about that guy who bet that there would be a streaker at a baseball event?
Oh yeah,
and then
became the streaker.
Yeah.
like,
Fucking legend. To be fair,
guaranteed win.
boy, I can't wait till I get out of prison.
Yeah.
Where is the betting office?
So when you guys came in, you sort of went around the left arc. The betting office is on the right arc, so it's sort of opposite where you've come down now.
I'll be back.
So I'm gonna like
With the 2 copper you took.
I'm going to the betting office
like
with
a-
that 2 copper.
do like a low voice to Scarius. Oh no, it doesn't work because I gotta hit someone. What if I hit Scarius and then gather my birds?
Mm.
And like if it's going south.
Didn't you say though that they, like, I didn't, because you said about using the rule for RP.
Yeah, but they don't know it's
it's
coming
not for
from
RP
me.
though, is it?
That sucks. I mean,
Also,
I
if you
could hit
just
someone
summoned
that I
loads of
don't
birds
like.
to fix the race, that would probably look a bit suspicious.
Yeah.
They don't know it's coming from me.
If Paprika's suspicious, then a swarm of sweary birds
Yeah, that's
is
gonna look
probably
real
going to be.
dodgy.
Innocent until proven guilty. My dad.
Okay, so yeah, you go to the betting office with your 2 copper, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 options to bet on. There's Bart the Behemoth and Right Hand Jim. There's
Right-hand
the
Jim.
Knight of Meadows and her ward Callie. There's Scrunt Fuglio and Kunk. There's Jabay and Anlas. There's Edgar Crowley and Howard Woods. And there's Octavia Quint and Baragon Thatch. Like, so there's 6 duos.
I'd bet on them, personally, but
2 copper for Scribbly Wibbly Bob. Which was them.
I assume you mean Scrunt Fuglio and Kunk.
That's what I said.
And then he like holds his hand out and you put the 2 copper in and he's like,
I'm gonna give him my gold.
oh right, okay.
They just pocketed my copper then.
Yeah.
So it is 3-1 on Scrunt Fuglio and Kunk.
go.
So you'll get 3 gold back.
Is the Knight of Meadows that druid that we don't like?
And by we don't like, you mean
You don't.
there
like.
was a druid on the boat originally
Excuse
that you
me,
all
Lilith
took a
doesn't
disliking
like
to because she was
that.
reading.
I liked it.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
she
I
was
did.
fine.
Me and Lilith did.
And then there was a completely separate entity called the Knight of Meadows at the.
Who I pissed off.
Yeah.
And she was
Yeah.
a druid, yeah?
No.
No,
Oh.
she was just flowery.
She was a
Oh.
flowery
Yeah,
knight.
she had some form of magic, and she was
There
one
was
of the
another
sort
druid,
of
though,
inner
that-
circle of Marlia.
She won the archery, who was that?
That was the druid.
The druid that I didn't like on the boat.
Yeah,
Ah,
she
okay.
didn't
Oh,
win
yeah, yeah.
the archery. No, she did. She
Yeah,
won
she
the
did, yeah.
archery.
She took my bow off me,
Yeah.
bitch.
And by your bow off you mean she won fair and square, you didn't, and she walked away with the prize.
Exactly, bitch.
You won the mud wrestling
I did.
against me.
But I didn't win a bow.
Oh, you won the ticket to go to the palace.
I don't care, I wanted a bow. I'm a ranger.
Ask someone at the palace for a bow.
Okay.
Oh, can I have a bow? Give me a strong bow.
I'll get you to do it.
Okay.
Bow, please!
I will.
But yeah, you get given like a little bet-in slip saying who you've bet on with like a little stamp of approval to show that it's legit.
Tucked her into my pants.
He's like,
Into your
you
pants.
can leave now, friend.
Goodbye. I'm on my way back, don't you?
Oh no.
I can smell him. He's coming.
I can smell cabbage.
Oh, is that me?
Really stale farts.
What's your name, friend?
Chadwick. Hello.
Hello.
Guys,
Money?
you keep some really fucking weird company. I hope you know that.
I'm all out, sorry.
He's not with us. He's not.
Okay.
You just come and ask me for money.
And you might be.
What?
What is your name?
Kunk. Nice to meet you. Hey. Okay. I guess we're doing that.
Just like- I'm glad that you did the whole like I'm cunt thing, but do you reckon you could try and sound like him? And he's like, cunt, and he, between the wretches, he's like, yeah, what's up? You're right.
What?
I think he wants you to sound like me. And he's like retching in a bucket. Don't mind him. He had a few too many pints.
No, hold on. Like, hi, I'm Kunk, the goblin. Is that good? That was good,
Yeah,
right? That was good.
Close
It was
enough.
pretty good.
Yeah. You got the right timbre. Yeah,
Cool.
Be fine.
Cool.
Just try not to talk.
Okay.
Right. Me and you, we're off to the starting line. Everyone
Okey
else, follow. Not you, dickhead. Fuck off.
Oh,
Off your piss. Go on.
bye.
And he turns to the rest of them and he's like, you can go with my
You're gonna
friend
follow us,
Shrimp
isn't he?
here, and he'll take you to your seats. But
Okay.
yeah, Kunk, you Kunk, yeah, you come with me. And he
Remember
turns to the
your,
real Kunk and he's
backpack?
like,
And I just give you paprika.
and he turns to the real Kunk and he goes, and you? And he just picks up a blanket and puts it over his head. So he's just sitting there retching in a bucket with a fucking blanket on him. He's like, don't you fucking move. So yeah, he takes you off to like go and saddle up. Fuck, what I say her name was? Not Bessie. Was it Bessie?
Betsy.
Bertha.
Betsy.
Bertha.
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 It's all what it's a silly like
One of
traditional
those.
name for like a
That
cow.
was Bertha, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go saddle up Big Bertha. So yeah, you sort of split off, and Shrimp takes you 4 now because of Lilith as well. To your
4.
Yeah, you as well.
Yeah, you were sort of
Oh, okay.
like it was taking the 3 of you, but you just sort of like latch on. It's like
I'm
I don't think
taking
we're
the
getting
blanket
really.
with me.
Did you take them what?
I'm
And he has like a full on like. Whoa! Round 2. Yeah. Round 3. Yeah, baby. Oh no, it's gone. It's gone real bad. Oh, it's gone real quick. Follow me. I hope you don't mind. My dad's here. He was supposed to be working, but then I was supposed to be working, and by that I mean like I didn't look at the rotor, and I left Boris is in charge, and I'm afraid the building's gonna be burnt down when we go back. The Borises might even be here. I don't know.
They have a history of setting buildings on fire.
Wait, what? Lilith's like nothing.
Remember we said about
Don't worry about
Gotos? That
Scarius, shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, that's why I
I'm
love
trying to blame the Borises. I'm saying they set the building on
He's
fire.
doing good.
But Shrimp is like, anyway, here's our seats, and like he leads you through these a couple of little corridors and down to the front. But basically, you guys are, if the arena is a big sort of rounded off rectangle, then it's not quite like an oval, but you know, like a rounded off rectangle. You guys are basically in eye line with the finish line. Right down at the front, sort of pride of place front and centre, with the palatial box like sort of 40 feet up behind you, above you, but like you are in like good seats. And Shrimp is like, this is the benefit of being in the entourage with the
Goblins,
no,
green people, green skins.
racists,
No,
racers,
right.
races. I meant races, not racists. What's a? Oh yeah, no, not racists. You guys take a seat. I'm gonna go and find a bathroom.
Are you okay?
No,
No?
no.
Go find the bathroom.
Yeah. And he just immediately runs off, sort of going.
I cast guidance on him.
Oh, bless.
Just give him a tap.
Oh, it's cold. And then I'm going to wrap the blanket around me that you put over the top of.
So you immediately took it off him. And
Nice. Okay.
I already had a blanket in my inventory and I wanted to use it.
Okay, yeah, no, that's pretty good. Lilith's like, I thought he said Scrimp was gonna be, like, she's looking around and there's no sign of the dad at the moment at all.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Do we spot him anyway? If we have a look, like.
Just
Make a
like,
perception check.
Oh, wrong dice.
see him across the way tripping out.
Yeah, he's just on the track going.
Just cut in shapes. What did you say? Perception.
Yeah.
25.
Nice.
Genau. Yeah, you spot him.
I know that man anyway.
Yeah, you sort of like, as you're turning round to like look for him, with the sort of shadow from the like palatial box is being cast just down in front of around like 1 or 2 rows. Your eyes sort of adjust for a moment, and you can see him sat on the lap of a very large woman.
Oh.
I'm gonna be like.
I don't just mean like fat. I mean like she is built in every dimension.
Nice.
And she's just sort of like propped him up on like a belly and is just like holding him. And he's just like drunk as fuck, loving life. Just like running his hands through her hair, like.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think-
gonna like.
Go on, my
I'm
man.
gonna tap Scaris and be like, found him.
I think this could be the best thing for him. This could be.
Really?
He needs to calm down. He looks pretty calm.
I go into your outline and just go, what are we looking at?
I point at Scrimp.
It's just like the back of my head in front of your guys' outlines.
Oh, you do that thing.
Cool.
This new one's. I'm getting perv vibes off him, you know? Just
Hello.
I
Yeah.
thought. Who are you? Oh, Lilith.
Lilith.
It's like I thought you were in the bathroom.
I'm not sure about it, but I think he's not even capable of that kind of thought.
Maybe. I don't know, I've seen this type before. Play dumb and then they get all gropey.
So, Chadwick,
I'm off for a piss. She just leaves.
where are you from?
Don't want to talk about it.
You don't want to talk about it?
Don't want to talk about it.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Fantasy Vietnam, like.
Leave me alone.
The bushes, they speak.
Is he okay?
Are you
Stop
okay?
harassing me. Been doing it all day.
I tell you what, do you want to do some betting amongst ourselves?
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
What happened to your voice?
I'm Chadwick.
They're multiplying, run! That's actually what it is, it's just a zombie virus.
I really don't think I'm gonna get through this.
I'm going to put the gold on Kunk.
Oh,
Any takers?
how about you give me the money and I do it?
Are you going to take it up to the betting office?
Yes, I promise.
Okay.
If I was gonna say,
That's not suspicious at all.
If that's truth, persuasion, if it's a lie, deception, but don't tell him which. Until he
she
rolls
got a roll
insight.
against me.
Okay.
As a natural one.
Oh,
Hang on, he could still get a nat 1.
At 13. But I was telling the truth.
Okay.
Either way, I blindly believe you. And just,
Thank you!
I'm gonna give him one as
I've
well.
just given him a.
Okay.
I'll give you a gold.
You're
as
all
well,
betting
take
on-
Oh, that was my last gold.
Wait, what?
How?
Oh!
Do you know how? Paprika was expensive.
Fair.
Oh.
Here's a
Wait, I
blanket.
thought you found the ruby. Oh yeah, you had to buy all the copper, didn't you?
No, I bought the ruby and then found a gemstone
Oh yeah,
after.
yeah, that was it.
So if
You
we
could
lose
sell
the
the
ruby,
other gemstone.
yeah, if we lose the ruby, I've at least got
A
a
spare.
backup.
But if it's the case of, I'm not going to lose the ruby, I'll just sell this other one off.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll find another one at some point.
I've tucked you in with a blanket.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Okay, goodbye.
Someone's been sick on there.
It smells.
Yeah.
It was me. I think.
I believe him. You're gonna have to start rolling persuasion checks against me or deception checks against me because I can't fucking
It's
make
'cause
heads no
He
tails.
saw Kunk being sick and he was like, oh, this is the done thing then.
Bucky, another 2 on Scribbly Wibbly Bob.
You're back, I see.
Yes.
I don't like looking you in the eyes, friend. You want
What's that supposed to mean?
Is that your tallywhacker? He like looks down like where where you've been like walking, the belt is like risen up slightly and the shirt's is lifted.
I duck heads between my legs. Oh yes. Back up.
Imagine the camera angle changing,
Yeah.
like behind. It's like just seeing his face.
You're a real
like,
unnerving
a
son of a
bear.
bitch.
Oh dear.
Okay, it takes the 2 and like gives you another ticket with like the marks and stamps and stuff.
Go, goodbye.
Next, for the love of gods. Next. Next. You just leave him like trying to get people to come to him because you're just so uncomfortable. You just can't help but look at you walking
You
away.
need bodies between him and you.
That boy's all elbows.
Elbows up to you.
Yeah, so while this little shebang is going on, you go down to the back down to the pens and sort of like start strapping up Big Bertha with all of the sort of saddles and leather straps to like lock her into this unfortunately like cobbled together looking chariot. Like this looks like it was sort of assembled from a scrap heap at 4 a.m. on a drunken weekend. The only thing holding it together is willpower and spit. But yeah, you manage to strap up to this creature and like where the pens all are, like the sort of stables, there's a gate that opens on the other side, so you sort of start strapping up and you'll just go through. Creepy geezer starts sort of getting excited up on his little pole, like as you move in and like strapping things in, he's just like he's like a slight wibbly sound as he's doing it, and Scrunt is like, right, so this is my bit, and it's just this tiny little like circle that he just sort of stands in with his elbows tucked in, and he just can't move. He's basically in like a little pillbox. He's like, and the rest of the chariot is yours to do with as you please, and it's got quite, you know, a sizable,
Like a flatbed.
maneuverable, yeah, like a sort of flatbed.
Cool.
You'll notice as well now that you sort of like get more familiar with it. It's got one wheel one side and two the other, but it's not a case of like a tripod where all the wheels are, you know, doing this. They are just parallel, and these two go
Nice.
this way. So it does pull to the left slightly, but you know, that's what the driver's for, I suppose.
Is this thing gonna hold?
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. This thing's fucking great. Look, and he like slaps his hand on it, and like a nut falls off, and he's like, that's always happening.
Okay, well, I trust you.
We put enough on as like a sort of redundancy that like we could probably lose about another 4 of them.
And,
Oh no, wait, that was
then
like
what? Then what?
that was like 2 nuts ago. 2 more of them, maybe.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Cool.
If you
okay.
hit the ground, just roll.
Tuck and roll. Got it.
Yep.
You feel a guidance go through you, like while I'm just testing. I'm just like, okay, I think it works.
I kind of like look around to see if I can see this lot in the crowd.
So what you see
Yeah,
is
so
just me
at
do
the
a bunch
moment
of
you
hand
don't
gestures. and I
quite
go,
see the
"It
crowd
works."
Oh,
because
we're
there's still this thing, yeah.
covered, right,
But there's
cool.
just that like,
Okay.
I
I'll do
suddenly
a little
feel I'm
smile, I'll
slightly-
nod. And be like, okay.
Yeah. When they
You're like one of those kids that walk into their concert and they're looking for their mum and dad.
Where are they? Where are they?
halfway through a song just starts crying. But yeah, you climb up and like Bertha has like a second sort of like side eye at you and is like,
I'll reach over and
That's
just give her a
not
back
kind-
flank
yeah.
and all.
and just sort of like kicks his back leg a bit and like twitches his neck. It's like, yeah, she likes that bit. Right there. If you lift your hand up just a smidge,
Okay.
a little bit forward, now left, back about 2 feet, and then down a little bit. That's her arsehole.
Oh, nice. That was funny. Okay, let's go.
And he's like, "Are you sure you're not the real cunt? I get him with that every week." He's like, "Right, all of this is yours. Feel free to just rip bits off and fling it at them. As long as the wheels still work, we're good.
Cool.
If you got a bow,
I got some javelins.
that'll do. However," and he goes up and he just pulls this big long bow off the wall. He's like, "You don't have to be any good with it. Just give it a whirl.
Okay.
Maybe don't fire it in here though. Ricochet and all that."
Cool. Just like pop it on my back.
Yeah. Right. Let's fucking saddle up then. And he gets in this silly little pillbox thing again, like because he was doing a few last minute checks. Climbs back in, closes this comically small door behind him. That basically it just opens like probably like the sort of height of my hands, like literally 8 inches, like a little door. Climbs over the top anyway, and then puts this tiny little like 8-inch door back. Like just puts a little lock on it, and you can see everyone else sort of lining up in their chariots and stuff, waiting for these gates to raise. So while
I'll kind of go like one hand on the front, one leg up on the side, and like hold the hammer here, like ready to
really get it into you, like
kind
this is
of
gonna be
thing.
cool.
Just for you mechanically, Gonk is a bonus action.
Right, cool. For the bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, that's good.
And it's 2d8.
Tasty.
Holy shit.
Have you come back?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. I was just about
I was
to say,
hoping-
where's he gone without money?
Shrimp also comes back. He goes on bet and slip. He's like, "I can't remember what I took, but now that it's out of my system, I feel a lot better. I apologize for my behavior. Where's my dad?"
We point.
Yeah.
He's having a whale of a time.
If you're pardon the pun.
Do you know who that is?
Shit.
Do you know who that is?
Is that? And then like he's waiting for his eyes to adjust. He's still like spacing out. And he puts his arm over and he goes, "Oh, yep, that's Wendy. Yeah, that's big Wendy. She comes in every 5-6 days or so. I don't know what the fuck sort of schedule she's on, but
I've never
yeah,
seen
they've
him
had
so...
an on and off thing for quite some time."
Well, he seems calm.
Yeah.
Yes, big Wendy.
You know Wendy? You know Wendy?
I don't know.
Sorry, did I get your name?
Chadwick.
Chadwick. I'm Shrimp.
Hi. Shrimp. Hello.
How did you say that so weird?
There was like
I
three
have to
pauses.
process.
Yeah.
I have to process it.
I can hear the letters like buffering through, you know,
It
like
was
old school.
shrimp,
Like,
and then
I was very confused by the fact that they were. He was named after an animal. That's not a name.
shrimps is bugs. Wait, you're telling me a shrimp fried this rice? I love shrimp memes. They're so good. Actually, shrimp probably did fry the rice before the bars came along. Don't pay too close attention to what my dad and Wendy do. I looked slightly too long once. Now I am mentally scarred on several emotional levels.
I think it's good for him.
Oh yeah, it's probably great, but they are... When they get going, you think the chariot racing is violent. Holy shit. I don't mean like they beat each other, I mean like...
Yeah.
I'm
PDA.
surprised he can, like, breathe.
Good on him.
Oh.
Yeah. She's a whole lot of lady, old Wendy. And then as he sort of finishes that, there's just this huge blast of sort of trumpets and long horns, just real ear shattering. Yeah, like. Oh, I wonder if we've got like a little fanfare. Hang on.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah. So there's just this huge fanfare, and the thing is just right above like your head, so it's like really shrill. Like you're in one of those really unfortunate positions in the crowd where, because of they're either side of you, you sat right on like an amplifying point where the sort of sound waves are hitting, so like it is fucking shrill. But standing atop the palatial box, then you recognize a guy. It is General Bollocks. What was his name?
Ooh,
What a
General
name.
Bollocks.
General Bollocks.
Can that be his name now?
General Bollocks. Harkat Vile. Or Harkan Vile. Harkant. One of the two.
Can you stop doing variations of that word,
Harkan.
please?
Yeah, it was either Harkan or Harkat. I think it was Harkan Vile. But either way, General Vile is standing above you.
How do we know him?
Because you saw him at the jousting.
Yeah.
He was the
Alright.
guy that was with Farlow Tipple, the one that was assassinated.
Ah, yes.
So after this huge blast of fanfare, the crowd goes quite quiet, and like now that you're really looking around, it's starting to dawn on you just how many people there are. Like there are probably 50,000 plus people in
I was
this.
To
just
that
about to ask,
point-
was it really crowded?
Yeah, 50 to
But it's
80,000.
not crowded around where we are.
It's filling up more like this area, but it seems to be some of the faces that you saw that were behind where all the racers were. So the entourage and the groupies and the.
To that point, have
Bit
I got
crowd.
any pings from my detect magic now that it's 90 feet instead of 30?
Yeah, so you're within the range of Vile and his men. So you see General Vile and a guy who looks very similar to him. That especially when Erelith said the brothers Vile, you can sort of make out that they're probably brothers because they're both these very similar looking Goliath men in palatial armor. It's like, what are the chances that there's gonna be another similar looking Goliath in palatial armor?
Yeah, fair enough.
But they are stacked with magic. Their armor's enchanted. Their weapons are enchanted. Like one of them, the brother, when he's like talking, you can see like a glow in his tooth. Like he's clearly had some sort of work done with like a magic tooth. There's a
Plus
few.
one for biting.
That's so random.
There's a lot of the little like magical coin pouches pinging all around you. There's a few sort of, you're getting very faint shimmers through like thinner bits of cloth where maybe there may be like a sort of stashed weapon.
Yeah.
But like
Okay.
sort of like a public carry knife for protection type of thing.
But nothing like a massive ping of an arcane battery of any
No,
sort.
no arcane battery at the moment. No. Yeah, you sort of like
I haven't blinded myself.
no.
Is there
Okay.
people of all ages here as well? Like, it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
just like
Like,
kids here as well.
Every
like the whole
race,
last city, isn't
this is like the big event for the whole family. This is like
Fun for all the family.
Violence.
yeah,
Mad Max.
yeah.
Come see some violence.
See, my brain went to more like NASCAR in the southern
Yeah.
states where they got like a big tailgate going on. But now that you've done it in like the transatlantic accent, I've now got it more like, come down to Brighton Beach and watch all the men racing round the track. Like, you know, like the first like animation thing with the cranker and there's like the little
Yeah.
horse, but it's just like a horrible gorilla rhino beast doing this. But yeah, I do love the idea now that it is all just very, very polite fun for everyone involved.
Heater, if you're cold.
Oh, no, it's fine.
You trying to kill us all, man?
I've got that
Just like
exactly.
wrapped up. I was like, there's a radiator behind you.
But
Turn it on.
It's his blanket.
yeah, you are getting like a lot of movement within that 90 feet, but you're like, okay, a lot of these are just sort of like transmutation spells where it's probably like a bag or a satchel or like one of those little coin pouches. There's very few things other than what you can sort of roughly make out the shape of like a personal carry that has got like some sort of very primitive equivalent of like a +1 enchantment on it.
Okay.
Except for the brothers Vile above that are sort of like stood on the edge of, because if you imagine this palatial box is instead of the usual where like slopes forward and then it's got like the cover above it and they all sit where you can see them all. Theirs is more like a flat platform where the king is raised above at the back, but you physically can't see him because of this little lip in the way. If you walked into where the track is, you'd be able to see it. I say track. It's basically a firm sand in probably an 800 meter ring. 800 to 1,000 meter ring.
I'll keep it up for now, and and if I don't get any pings, I'm going to start moving around.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you
I
start
want to be able to
sort
focus
of like,
on backs for a sec.
yeah, you sort of like start moving around a bit, and after this blast of fanfare, General Vile starts speaking up. Clearly, he's using some sort of thaumaturgy equivalent because he's not using one of those like little gramophone microphone thingies, but his voice is carrying through this entire stadium. It is my honour to welcome you all to this monumental race between some of the biggest names in the Racing Hall of Fame. You may wonder why it is that I am speaking and not Sir Farlow Tipple, the Master of Ceremonies. It is with a burdened heart that I tell you, the people of Kairoot, that Sir Tipple is no longer in this waking realm. His essence passed on to the cosmos a few nights back, peacefully in his slumber. But let's not dampen our spirits, for he would want us to celebrate and drink this fine day. So I ask that each of you keep him in your heart while we make merry in his honour. In honour of our beloved king, and in honour of our long-promised prince. I now pass you over to my brother, Sir Bracken Vile, to introduce our charioteering champions. And during that little... Yeah, the crowd just goes fucking...
I'm gonna like lean forward to what's his name?
Scrunt.
Scrunt. Be like, you know when he said that the biggest names in racing? Is that us? Are we that?
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, fucking Kings of the Goblin Chariot world. It's a niche world, but, you know.
Nice. Cool.
It's like...
Stand back.
It's like, if you owned an island, yeah, but it wasn't as big as this island, but, like, you were the king of it, so, like, it's pretty fucking cool, but it's, like, it's not quite... I'm underselling it a bit. Either way, yeah, we'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
But yeah, you guys notice... Actually, I don't know if you do notice. Make... What would it be?
I notice.
What?
I'm just telling you, I notice.
Notice what?
What you're about to say.
It was something that General Vile said.
Well, I noticed that he lied about the...
Yeah.
I didn't want to give it... Like,
I didn't.
I was going to say, I assumed someone picked up on it, but I didn't want to just, like, drop her and be like, oh, sorry, guys, spoiled the fun. But yeah, he said that Farlow Tipple passed in his sleep, but obviously he was assassinated with poison. So, yeah.
Just keeping everyone calm.
Yeah.
He's keeping everyone calm.
Just some little cunts at the back going, inside check!
But imagine he just announced, like...
Doris, she's back!
He's assassinated. There's
Doris
an
and
assassin on the
Gladys.
loose.
Yeah. Like, ooh.
Doris and Gladys from the mud wrestle in the back going, inside check! Inside check! Sweep the crime scene for clues!
Very good.
Yeah, so the other Vile stands forward, and he is in a slightly different armor, where Harkan was in very much... Or Harkat, it's bugging me, I wrote General Vile, I didn't put the first name.
I looked back, and the last time he spoke, it was Harkan.
Okay, Harkan Vile.
At least
He
that's
is
what I
in very
wrote.
much more like the army outfit, like the king's army, because obviously him being a general, he is basically the guy who controls all military action in the Eastern Isles. He's like Billy Big Bollocks when it comes to the navy and the army and all this sort of stuff. Whereas his brother is wearing more like the city guard style, where it's a little less brutalist in style and a little more refined, with more hints of like brass filagrees and bronze, especially that he's the sort of head of city guard and the palace guards then. And he steps forward, he says, "Thank you, General Vile. Thank you, one and all, for your attendance. It is with great excitement in a large betting pool I introduce you to the races." And as he sort of introduces the races, I'll cut back to just describe a bit about them, but also the door comes up that they are behind and they sort of roll out.
As
Look-
the chariot is coming out, I'm like swinging that hand.
Just dropping like, back it up, stop the car. Back it up, Terry. He goes, local race day legends, Bart the Behemoth, and right-hand Jim. May they bring honour to our fair city. And as they come out,
So they're locals, are they?
they are the Kairoot favourites. They are 2-1 to win. So Bart the Behemoth is one of the smallest halflings you've ever seen in your life, and right-hand Jim looks half ogre. It's very hard to discern anything about him other than he's got a massive pot belly, big like jowly cheeks, and he's just got this overly sized right hand. Like, it's not that he's the right hand man of Bart the Behemoth, he just has a real fucking big hand. But yeah, they are atop a black and gold chariot. They're the ones with the blink lions. Like black, very sleek and very well kept blink lions that have not got a speck on them. They pull up and they basically just start doing donuts in the car park. You know, they're trying to get the crowd hyped because they're the locals. Next, newcomers to our fine isle, but destroyers of the tracks over in the far west. The Knight of Meadows and her ward Callie. May your beasts be quick. And out comes the Knight of Meadows with Callie, who you sort of assume, judging by the way that the jousting went down, that the Knight of Meadows might be the one to sort of drive and maybe also have a weapon, because the drivers are allowed to have some sort of. But no, Knight of Meadows is like basically cartwheeling all over this golden green chariot that are being pulled by the moose and the unicorn.
Nice. Very on brand.
Yeah, it looks very odd though, because one is like 12 foot and the other is sort of like 7. So there's quite a difference. But Callie is like white knuckling the reins. She's looking like tense. Not sure if it's like nervous or like she's ready to fucking kill someone. it could go either way. She either needs to poop or she needs violence now.
Poop.
Maybe both.
Yeah. Violent poop.
Violence.
The classic goblin team shining light upon all of goblin kind and engineering.
Yeah, that's us.
Scrunt Foglio and his twin sister and twin brother, and he turns to the side and he goes, I do apologise. Someone thought it would be funny to write down that Kunk was his wife and his sister. I do apologise. We've got some fucking goblinators up here somewhere. And he goes, and his brother? Yeah, brother. Kunk.
I'm gonna swing
proper.
as I do that, swing the hammer like up and throw it, and then click for the return and like catch it as it comes up.
Ooh, the
Nice.
crowd gone knocking
Yeah,
futs.
I'm gonna cheer for him for them both when I see him.
That's Clump!
Scrunt in the front's like, that was pretty fucking good, I gotta admit. Yeah,
no, it was
keep
good,
rolling them
wasn't
up.
it?
Keep
Right,
rolling them up.
Okay, we got him right there. We got him right there.
And
Is this the barrel hammer?
This was the maul,
Oh,
which
right.
has got the return on it.
Yeah.
Bracken is like, may your vicious racing styles carry you to victory. Next, Jabé and Anlas of Stillwater Bay, heralding the flags of our esteemed guest, Prince Scry of Stillwater Bay. And then Scry pops up over the front of this like platform, and he's like, yes, drink it in one and all, I am here.
Oh.
And then he spots you and he's like, oh, hello, friends! You're down there! I'm not! And it's like, his voice sounds weird from it. It's like he's clearly trying to put on that he's more posh. Like,
Yeah.
he's got that slight bomber command, but now he's like full-blown like Eton. And it's like, this fucking guy. Shrimp's like, he didn't sound like that when I heard him before. I'm out of you, fucker. Where he goes, the Bracken kicks back in with, may your noble crocodiles devour the opposition. And those two giant crocodiles like just start clawing dirt away from underneath them as they crawl out. But then they start like bickering and like headbutting each other and start to go into a death roll almost. Where then the two lizard folk, both of them like this rich orange, and they're atop a white and blue chariot of like the Stillwater heraldry. they just one really firm crack of a whip and these crocodiles are back in place. But hang on, no, they wouldn't be within 90 feet, which gives away the game, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Next, from the darkest reaches of Fuelrick, I present Edgar Crowley and Howard Woods, the spookiest pair of gentlemen this side of the universe. May you scare away the competition. And then these two, like, you know, the turbo goths come riding out, sat atop this, like, little...
Edgar Crowley and what?
Dig through the
Edgar
ditches
Crowley,
and
Yeah,
through the
plays it in my head.
Howard Woods.
See,
But I can't help but think
I had the
he's
Thomas the
Mr.
Tank.
Crowley.
I had the Thomas the Tank engine in my head. The gods with the glow sticks.
Mr. Crowley should have been Crowley because it was based on Alistair Crowley, the,
Oh, okay.
the Victorian man. But yeah, they are dead-faced, reins in hand, all like blacked out reins, two like proper funerary horses with like the big black
the
feathers over the
plumes.
top.
Oh.
Yeah, the big plumes.
Slay.
Yeah, and they're just riding on this coffin with like tricked out spike wheels, and they are just like the most goth you could be, but to the point where it's like you sort of went slightly too hard, and now you look like a Victorian tryhard or a sick child, you know, or a tryhard Victorian sick child. Yeah, they just sort of pull up to the line, and Bracken's like, fucking hell. Right, next, the biggest names of the underground racing scene. Octavia Quint and Beragon Thatch. This nasty pair have climbed the ranks and climbed out to the Underdark to stake a claim to the sun-kissed racing circuits. May your eyes adjust quickly to the sun. And, you see Octavia is a tall, slender drow woman, but instead of having like the long white traditional hair, she's got like a full-on buzz cut, and she's got scars galore, and her ear is all gnarled with like chunks taken out of it. She's got big scars all down her arms where clearly like animals have had her. This woman came to fucking win. And Beragon Thatch is a Dwergar, and in comparison looks a lot more friendly. However, they are in basically a bike and sidecar, where she's atop this like sort of two-wheeled like rain pulling thing, pulled by a bullet, by the way. A bullet.
That's cool.
You have to say it quite funny, otherwise it just sounds like saying bullet,
Yeah,
but like
bullet.
bullet. Yeah, bullet. Every time in Baldur's Gate in the Underdark, they bullet. Bullet. But yeah, she's like stern-faced and pulling it. And there's just this dwarf lying on the side of the sidecar with like basically a pike, and he is just like... He's like, do I look angry? He can't quite work his face. He's like, she just gives him a nudge, and this bullet sort of like rears up on the back. And again, she just pulls these two reins, and then she basically nearly pulls it onto his back. It just rears up even further and then slams down. And oh, what's this? We've got another one. What's that? It appears to be a small woman covered in stains atop a knitted chariot. Pull back. Are they cats?
Oh,
Fucking Francine. She just rocks out on this fucking knitted together chariot with like all these bits of metal sticking out. Being pulled by some cats, admittedly.
How many cats?
Actual cats, 6. Other creatures that she claims are cats, probably about another 6 to 8. There's just like a big horde of them all on like just coming into one like lead.
The image of a shitload of cats pulling a chariot is just...
But then Davina, the halfling guy,
oh yeah.
is on the cart with her, with a big fucking heavy crossbow that's like mounted to the cart, almost like a pivoting, you know, like machine gun sentry point. We have no record of who that is, but well, they got through the checks and they do seem to have a chariot, so fuck it. We'll see what happens. She
Swear to
either
God, anyone
dies
heard Francine.
or wait, what?
I said, swear to God, anyone who had Francine. Anyone
Yeah.
kill her off now.
But yeah, she's very clearly covered in soup stains, and she's got that sort of dead eye look where they're pointing ever so slightly the wrong way because they're like out to focus, and she just rolls up to the starting line, doesn't say a word, doesn't hype the crowd, nothing, just rolls to the starting line and just stares you and Scrunt in the eyes at the same time, and then just turns back without saying a word. And some of these animals, like most of them being cats, are pretty chill. They're just sort of like sitting there licking themselves before the race. There is definitely something in the region of a hedgehog or a porcupine, very spiny, but it looks more like a turtle-shelled creature as opposed to just having spines directly on it. Almost like Super Mario, like Koopa type things, the spikes.
Yeah.
But this thing is chomping at the bit and is fucking rabid. It is like scaring the other cats. And Mr. Tobeans, the possum, who is leading the charge.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, this chariot, you're also like, you look at the goblin one and you're like, how is that held together? And then you look at this one and it's just very like densely knitted and you're like, how does that hold together? Like, the fuck, Francine? So yeah, you guys all...
Soup keeps.
Yeah. You sort of line up at the starting line, trying to keep some semblance of control over the beasts. Like, Bertha is ready to go, like, her elbows are out, she's ready to start fucking knocking people over. So, there is a flare that launches from the king's box, and as it explodes in the air, I need you to make a dex save for me. A dex save, yeah. Because this thing just jerks and you're
trained to
not
just
expecting
go, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, poof. It's like 0 to
Okay.
40 in like a couple
Bear
seconds.
in mind,
I get
you've got-
advantage on these as well.
You've got a
and
D4 for everything.
Guidance as well.
I'm just constantly casting guidance.
Okay. Right. Dex save 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yep, you are fine. You stabilize your feet underneath you. I'm putting combat music on, but it might be a bit intense.
Race music. Let's go.
That kind of works.
I feel
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I'm feeling like
Oh, my ears just popped. Hang on.
So how loud
holding
the
those and
music
blow.
goes.
Holding those and blow.
Oh, that really hurt. Yeah, so you managed to like, oh, fuck, whoa, like warning. He's like, well, he's like turning to you and he's like,
Oh, right. I'm gonna like look around.
yeah.
And
so
see-
he's like, start swinging.
We just start straight away.
Yeah, basically. I've lost the start swinging. That's it. Fucking start swinging.
Who's closest?
So one side of you is Francine, the other side is the pair of goths, but they aren't even looking at you. Like one of them is they look so similar you can't even tell who's who. But one of them is just riding, and the other one is sat next to him, just every now and again with like a little sort of pair of hand crossbows, just going. Ping, ping, ping. It's just like launching him anywhere, just like sort of keeping his eyes on the track. But yeah. So basically, you get to make some sort of action, and then there'll be, external factors going on then. So you get to pick what you do. You can start throwing shit, you can start like whacking stuff, you go for it.
I am gonna try and throw the hammer, like at the wheels of the
Okay.
golf cart.
Okay, at the Dragula.
Yeah, I want to
Okay.
hit. I want to hit the wheels. I want to just chuck it, like swing
Okay.
around hammer toss style, and from.
Roll a d100.
Ooh, okay.
Because during this
There's a
whole thing,
D100
obviously, like
behind you.
sort of
There is
like
a-
bouncing around, and you're trying to like find your feet, and you're trying to get this thing to throw. So it's a percentage chance. So roll
I'll
and
roll
let me
this
know what you
thing.
get. I really
This
want one of those.
golf ball. What are we at? Oh, 36.
Perfect.
The way we go just
Yeah. So you managed to at least hit the vehicle. Now make a regular attack roll
Okay. With the
It's getting intense, spear.
with the hammer.
with the
Oh.
hammer. Okay.
get him.
Let's go, baby. Oh no, it was a natural 2 for a 10. Oh,
Okay.
we've got guidance on
Yeah.
attack rolls, or is it just ability checks?
Ability. Ooh. I thought it was just ability checks.
I've got a feeling it's just ability checks.
Bardic Inspiration's attack rolls.
Only,
Yeah.
only ability.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So you sort of yeet this hammer, but you're still trying to find your feet as this thing, because you're already at like 40 plus mile an hour. This thing is hauling ass. Like you going around a corner, you sort of got a bit of a late start on the killing, but like you throw this hammer and it sort of digs under and he like launches the back of the Dragula up.
Nice.
But then as it comes back down, it almost looks like it's got like hydraulics to it. But these two goths are just like
they got
this.
suspension.
They don't give a fuck.
Is it bonus action to return with the returning weapon?
No, you can just return
Free
it.
action.
Oh,
just,
nice.
yeah.
I'll click as
Yeah.
soon as that happens. Then
So as you do that,
As you hammer.
you guys see that the well, let me bring up the list of people. The Dwergar and the Drow are like pulling up behind these two, and the Dwergar just picks up this like spear and just tries to javelin it through towards you. So, ooh, okay, it hits with an 18.
Oh yeah, that does hit.
For 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
As he throws this spear and it just gives a nice firm chunk right into your bicep.
Nasty.
Oh,
He's like, Scrunt is like, yeah, that's gonna keep happening. Pull it out. Come on. Push it all the way through.
We'll just like
Yeah,
shove it
shove
the
it
rest
through,
of the
yeah.
way, so it out the back.
Yeah, that's it, lad. Go on, fight back.
And I'm
How much
You-
damage was that?
8.
Yeah, you guys see now as well, like some of the other, because like with you saw like a hyper focused on what's going on. You're not getting like the big picture sort of
Yeah.
thing, but you guys see that Francine and Tobin's are like pulling out in front, alongside
Somehow.
alongside the two lizard folk, Jabé and Anlas. But what you'll see is that the crocodiles again, like even though they're taking these huge strides, these things are really big, but like crocodiles are sort of meant for sprinting as opposed to long distance. So like they sort of accelerate really hard through the streets and then slow right down in the corners, but like sort of hard turn
Yeah,
and then
a
like
little bit scrambly.
yeah, and then start like ripping again, but like
nice.
it's just really stop start, but they're keeping up with Francine. And this crocodile, as it rears up to like dive in on the pile of cats and other miscellaneous creatures, it manages to bite onto that like horrible rabid porcupine fucker, and this creature, whatever it is now clambering on top of the crocodile. And as the crocodile is still trying to run, it is like gouging at the crocodile's eyes and like biting air and just rolling around on it. It's a vicious little thing. And like you can just hear screaming from Davina at the front, who's like witnessing these horrors. Just this poor little fucking halfling man that got caught up in all this because she thought he was a cat. Yeah, so back to you.
Okay.
What I will say, instead of just making a regular attack, what you can also do is aid in the sort of steering and aerodynamics
Right,
of the
okay.
chariot by sort of like throwing your body into corners and stuff, because you've run the first half of the first straight and you're like on that first bend.
Okay.
We won't do every corner, every lap type
Cool.
of thing, but you know.
Is that like as part of movement kind of vibe? or-
Sort of. I'll say that it's like a sort of the equivalent of like a bonus action plus some of your move, or maybe like a reaction and a bonus action, because it's
Okay.
like you're responding to how this thing is moving, and you're like
Right.
throwing your body
Cool.
into the turn. So you can. I mean, I suppose because it was like a reaction and bonus action, you can just attack anyway, but the reactions can be used when certain things are happening
Right.
around you. Then, like obviously that last one was just a regular attack roll. But
Cool.
there will be some where it's like you can spend a reaction to like do something or
Oh,
like
okay.
catch and throw it back, that
Cool.
type of thing.
I'll hold
So
on
it's
to
like-
the reaction
yeah.
for now then.
Cool.
You notice that Gonk isn't in ballista mode.
Right.
Did someone forget?
No,
Oh.
it's got a little heart on it instead.
Oh, right.
Okay. Right. I will, as I push that javelin through, let out a scream and do a little rage.
Little rage your age.
A little ragey rage. Just like sudden like sight of own blood kind of thing. It's just like,
Oh, fuck!
go! Let's fucking go! Is there anyone within 10 foot for the lightning aura?
Yeah, I'll say so. I will say that you can strike at the boulette.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's
Bullet.
go.
Boulette.
That's going to be
Just so you know, it's 825.
Bullet. Could you make a dexterity saving throw? DC 15.
I don't know the actual thing for Boulette, but I'll give it a +2. Because it's quite a chunky thing. Oh, that is a nat 20. That's unfortunate.
Damn. He's going to take half damage.
Cool.
Oh, shit. That was 1 damage.
Okay, well, rounded. Still a 1.
Yeah.
However, what more importantly, as opposed to the damage, is as this lightning bolt like sort of strikes her in the face, it like alters this gait slightly,
Nice.
so it starts to like scramble, and this drow woman is fucking pissed. Like she's like, "How dare you stumble before me?" So she like cracks this whip again, and you can hear this like magical energy ripple off the edge of this like sonic boom, where basically she's essentially done like thunder damage to this creature to like speed it up.
Oh.
She's a cruel bitch, but she's been winning races, so something's working. But yeah, like they do drop back considerably. Like you guys, by the time you come out to that first like long corner, you are pulling ahead of them.
Okay.
It is now the Goths are neck and neck. The Knight of Meadows is nowhere to be seen at the moment.
If the Goths are like ahead with us,
Yeah, you're sort of
then
doing this.
I'll go for my action to try and smash their cart.
Okay, cool.
Like with the just
But
not
as
a
you're
throw, but
doing
a-
that, the reason why I say the Knight of Meadows is nowhere to be seen is because, from everyone else's point of view, the moose's the moose's antlers?
Yeah.
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 They have turned into wings, and the unicorn has sprouted wings, and they basically do like a sort of big bounding leap and are starting to do this.
That's cheating.
Yeah. Well,
That's
Um,
fucking cheating.
yeah, but obviously with the moose having all of the weight being held up at the front and like all the weight down at the back, it's quite comical to watch it. Like it bounds and then
Just,
sort of
like,
like falls down
lifted
arse
by its
first, so it's
head.
sort of doing the
Just doing the
worm.
worm.
Yeah. But yeah, the unicorn is far more graceful. But this unipeg, pegacorn.
It's a alicorn.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot there's like an actual thing. I do like unipeg though. That's kind of
Unipeg.
funny. Yeah,
Unipeg's pretty
unipeg. But yeah, this moose is nowhere near as graceful. And the thing is, their legs are kind of like, gangly anyway. With like they're all just legs, all knees. It's like no graceful movements. It's just doing this in the air as it's like running above.
It's Chadwick.
But yeah, they are basically directly above you and the Goths, which is why
right.
you're looking around. You're like, where the fuck
Where
are
has she
they?
gone?
Meanwhile, moose.
Meanwhile, moose.
Roll to dodge poop. But yeah, you feel free to make your action on the Goths to try
Okay.
and.
I'll go for like an overarm.
Yeah, cool.
Try and
See,
get
this
the
is why
back of their
moose don't
cart and see
fly.
if I can like almost
Yeah.
catapult them backwards. Is what I want to try.
It's
So
your
whack
fault.
the back of the Dragula to like flick them.
Yeah, I want to flick them up. Just regular attack.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's a 22.
Holy shit. Yeah, so you bury the hammer into the back of this Dragula and like flick it up, but as you do, the one that's got the hand crossbows essentially rides there almost like a double bounce on a trampoline and is now like upright on this coffin and just turns to you really like robotically, looks you dead in the eyes and just goes and just fires off 2 hand crossbow bolts. One of them is going at Scrunt.
I just realised that it's...
Oh no.
I need proof.
Oh.
Double nat 20.
Double
Nice.
20s.
Double nat 20. So you and Scrunt are getting a good firm.
I realised it was
Bang.
my bonus action rather than your bonus action.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I could use... But
Oh,
I'd
could
have
you-
to see
could
that
you,
you were
like,
injured as well.
Chip in.
Yeah, so perhaps after the
Yeah.
these
You would have
blasts,
seen
you're
that I
like,
had the javelin through my arm. And
oh yeah, okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah.
I would say that would have definitely been. Oh, actually, no. This one I would say is more likely to be in your vision because
'Cause
this
it's
was
come
when they were.
closer.
We
So-
didn't
Yeah,
see
they were
anybody
further away.
raging anyway.
Now
Yeah.
they're sort of like on the opposite side of the arena to you, like running back, like parallel.
Yeah.
Parallel
Yeah.
but reversed to where they were.
As it passes, you can just hear.
Fucking meow. So yeah, these hand crossbow bolts. Oh no. The one on Scrunt deals 9 damage,
Oh, poor buddy.
and the one on you, that deals 15.
Just
'Cause,
normal piercing.
10 of it is, 5 of it is radiant. No, not radiant. The other one,
Necrotic. Oh, shit, okay.
Necrotic.
So I'll take 5 piercing because it's
Yeah.
halved. from rage, and then another
Oh no, it's a
5
2.
for the necrotic.
But it's at this point the Scrunt is like, going under, and then he like ducks into this tube and goes, boom, and there's now got like a cupola that he's just like
Nice.
sort of looking out of. And he's like, that really fucking hurt.
Amazing.
It's just this arrow that basically is stuck him like right in the shoulder near the neck, and as he dropped down, it just sort of went and bent the arrow back up. And as he pulled the hatch, it just snaps it off. But he's clearly still got the head in him.
If,
But yeah, this guy is just like sort of aiming at you, and is now just like,
if they pull
reloading.
away, I would like to use my reaction to make an opportunity attack against him. If they pull away
Okay.
and like, get out of my range, I'm going to go for it.
yeah, okay, well,
At
as
this point, you do get 5 hit points back as well.
Hey.
very nice. It also, I assume it would hit Scrunt as well, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's within...
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
it's everyone within 15 feet of Gonk.
that you choose?
Go on, Gonk.
Did I shoot?
Yeah.
Healing up the Goth.
I know.
Yeah, luckily, these are not level 1 pleb peasants.
Yeah.
These are like hardened races that have earned their XP on the track, you know? They've got some health. But yeah, so there's just like a wave, just like that from Gonk,
Yeah.
and then just a, the fuck was that? But it's sort of like, from, so it's like, what the fuck was that?
Imagine the head of the bolt just pops out.
What?
The hole in your arm just starts to like knit itself back.
Nice.
Just, yeah, but now, because of Francine's chariot, when he said knit, I've just got the actual, like, 2 big needles going in here. Right, so yeah, you now sort of, like, you get in around towards the second corner then, like, the sort of, towards the final straight, and it's only there where, like, the, Bertha, like, just staggers a little bit as she's running on some of the mud, which is where they start to pull away slightly, so you can use your reaction to
Cool.
give him a bonk.
Let's go for an opportunity attack. Oh, I think that's going to hit. That's 24.
Yeah, it hits. So yeah, this guy that shot you, he sort of sees that he had some really nasty shots, and then just reloads them and turns to face like the opposite way. So his back is to his friend, so he's looking opposite where they're going, and just firing off rounds into the crowd, like aiming for the animals and.
I thought you meant into the
I
crowd.
know,
Oh yeah,
I was
no,
gonna say.
sorry, into the crowd of racers.
Yeah.
My bad.
So that would be
Just killing by
a
Dead wick.
13,
Chadwick's like,
15 bludgeoning damage on him.
Holy shit! On the guy as well.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Okay. Yeah.
I was going for like him. I was trying to just like clock him
Yeah, so
sideways.
you give him like a real firm. You sort of use the momentum as he's like pulling away, and you're on like the inside line, but they start accelerating out around you. You sort of go back the opposite way, so he almost like meets your hammer.
Nice.
And because he's shooting out the back, you hit him just like square in the back of the head,
oh,
and he just falls face first, flat down onto this coffin, just blood pissing everywhere. And then without
he
bending
is where
his
he
knee,
needs to be.
just
Yeah.
like he just goes, and he's back up, and he's got his things back ready,
Nice.
and he just turns back to you with just like blood pouring down his face. He is fucking angry. And at the end of the first lap, we have Jabé and Anlas in first, the orange lizard folks. We have Francine and Davina in second by the skin of their teeth.
Oh, fair play to him.
He committed to that, didn't I?
Then is Scruntfuglio and Kunk. Then we have Octavia, Quint, and Baragon Thatch. And then sort of... definitely at the back is Bart the Behemoth and Right Hand Jim. They had a bad start, but they're catching up. And sort of just nipping between them all is the Knight of Meadows and Callie that are just sort of like, oh, we're in first because we had like a really good moose hop. And now, oh, like we've slowed down because the wind changed direction. And they just sort of like bounce in between the whole thing.
Moose hopping.
So at the end of the first lap, I think we'll probably take a break.
Cool.
Okie doke.
Hello, welcome back. Before the break, we partook in some chariot racing, and it's still going on.
Let's go!
We're only one lap in, and Bax is clinging on for dear life as Kunk. So, at the end of the first lap, Scruntfuglio and Kunkfuglio are in third position-ish, fourth, sort of neck and neck with the Goths. One of them now has a caved-in skull, but doesn't seem to mind it too much. From Francine's cart out in the front, you see a little machine thing, like clockwork and leather straps and a big weight, and this thing turns around, and as it pretty much like lays back, and Davina loads spare animals into it, pulls a lever,
Oh no!
and it is basically a catapult. I was gonna have like a trebuchet, but I just thought that must be a lot more awkward on the back of a fucking thing, and it doesn't need to go far.
And you wouldn't be able to say catapult.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it just launches like a handful of animals out into the midst of the racers, and one of them comes directly straight for your face, claws out, ready to just fucking go.
Do you know what-
So I need you to make an athletics check to see if you can sort of catch it midair, take the momentum out of it, and like throw it away.
Oh, athletics
Do you know what I got in my head now? Do you know those cat videos where they go like this?
Yeah, it's just flying in
People
the
just land on people and just
Yeah.
That's a 21.
21. Yeah.
21.
So actually, I
Oh,
will
I didn't
make
roll
it a
guidance.
contested
Hold on.
one.
22.
He had a 2. So yeah, the first like barrage of cats, you're like, what the fuck? And one of them is like coming directly for you, and you manage just to like go boom, and like catch him midair, and then just plonk it down on the floor safely as you're like driving past, and he just sort of like carries on and like jumps into the crowd, and like you guys just see this like big like series of shadows launch up, back stick his arm in the air, and then like this cat just sort of starts wandering down through the crowd and just sort of comes and parks roughly near you, maybe like 15 feet away, just lies there. The other ones, some of them didn't make it. One of them went like right up into the air, and the moose accidentally just like punts it, and it just hits the floor real hard, and it just splatters. One of them that wasn't a cat but was some sort of large rodent goes flying towards the back and collides straight into Right Hand Jim. Was that his name?
Yeah.
Right Hand Jim. Yep. And he just catches it and goes. And then the final one that is definitely a cat, but it's like this big fluffy black hair ball of a cat. It's basically just this ball of fluff with like these tiny little green eyes either side, and you know one of those mouths that when they go meh, and it just does that, like, that little triangle. Yeah, that goes flying through the air, and the drow woman just pulls up a knife and goes, and it just comes down in 2 parts behind the thing. Yeah, so
I think he gets double rage now.
yeah.
So are you going to get a
Rage
cat or a
squared.
dog?
Trauma.
Yeah. So, you're like sort of halfway through the second lap. You've managed to like throw yourself into the corners enough, and Scrunt doesn't seem too upset with your performance, and you've been like sort of just batting off weapons left, right, and centre. You know, just every now and again a cat comes flying over, and you're like, "Ooh, catch, put it down." It just like jumps into the crowd. One of them, you just sort of like guide it, and there's like this little kid at the front of the chariot racing, like crowd, like yeah, and it just catches this cat. It's like, what the fuck?
It's like catching
This
the
is mine
baseball,
now.
isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, some of them are less lucky, where they do get sort of blasted out the air, and then a kid is like, "Oh, catch it! Oh, it's dead!"
Splash zone, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there's a few like firebolt spells going off. I need to make sure not fireball, firebolt.
Yeah.
We've had that issue before, where he said fireball, and I heard firebolt, and I was like, "That's fine," and he was like, "No, fireball," and I was like, "Uh-oh." But yeah,
Big difference.
every now and
I was
again, one
actually
of them
I was
goes-
trying to use it on our new chum as well.
Oh yeah,
So, yeah.
that's true. Yeah, he did try and blast the God of Chaos in the face with a fireball.
Nice.
Didn't work out.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
But yeah, every now and again, like a rogue spell goes like hurtling off into the crowd, and like there's a few mages sort of on standby that either just like counter it there and then, or just like redirect it and like flick it up into the sky, or even some of them you've noticed flicking it back at the racers, but either back at the person who cast it, or other ones that they seem to be targeting a specific racer or something every time. Like one mage, every time like an arrow or a spell comes overhead, he's like flicking it specifically at the pair of goths, be him a goth hater, or just specifically wants them to lose, maybe bet they lost, that sort of thing. So there's definitely a little bit of funny play going on.
Baxter made his way
So
back
yeah, he's now
around
coming to
me.
the end of lap 2.
So I'll just I'll hit you with another gonk.
Cool.
It's all
What we
That's
got? What we got?
Another 5.
Nice.
Very nice.
Cool.
As that triggers and there's that sort of like noise, the moose unfortunately comes clattering down basically on top of your chariot. So I need you to make a Constitution save to see as this thing crashes into you, whether you can like sort of just bundle up in a ball and take this impact, or whether it's going to start causing problems.
Okay. Con's one of my better saves. 17.
Okay. So halved, because it's still a moose. You take 5 bludgeoning damage as this thing just like crushes into you.
Which is going to round.
And from inside the little cupola, from
2.
inside the little cupola, where bearing in mind he's only got like this tiny little field of vision with like no peripheral. He's just, what the fuck was that? Is that a fucking moose?
Yeah, I think that was a moose.
What the? Who brings a fucking moose? So the up at the front where Roz is, not Roz, the other one, Francine, fucking hell, not Roz. Roz is the mount. Francine is pulling off ahead. For whatever reason, just loses all steam, and these cats just start like giving up. And she's like trying to encourage them like politely without injuring them at all. And all these things start whizzing past them. But still, that one that got like separated earlier is still noshing into the crocodile. Like this crocodile is starting to like roll as it goes, but they've got some sort of gyroscopic setup that allows the crocodiles to roll without knotting the reins, because clearly like this has happened before. But Francine slows right down. She's now at the back of the pack. 2 lizard folk are up front, and the attacker then suddenly just lunges off their chariot onto... Actually, it'll be a 50-50 between yours and the Goths.
Go on, come here.
It is yours.
Come here.
The Goths.
No, it is yours.
Right.
Comes flying at you like just 2 daggers primed, so she's going to make 2 attack rolls onto you. One is a 20, one is a 10. It was dirty 20, by the way. So
nice.
that is going to be 6 piercing damage. Halved. And in the one motion, as she like digs this thing in, she's going to basically try and grapple you and like put you in some sort of lock. So if you could make a contested athletics check for me, please.
Okay.
With guidance.
With guidance.
That is a 24 from here.
That is a 23.
Oh! There's the moment where as she like starts like sliding round you, like this thing is fucking slippery. You're like, oh good lord, what's going on? But as she like scoops underneath you, there's a moment where you just sort of, well, like a toddler, just like go stiff, like no, not happening, no. And then she just like chicken legs you with an elbow and you drop, and she has now got you grappled and is just like basically choking you out. So you wrestle with her for quite a way around this track, basically not being able to actually do anything back. So some of the attacks that start flying in start chipping away at the chariot a bit.
We could do anything to it.
One of them hits the chariot out of 2 like sort of spears that get launched in towards it. One of them does hit for 6 damage on the chariot as it just like goes boom, and just sinks in, and this thing is now sticking out and is just, if anything, just ammunition for other people to use against you. The other one ricochets off the front, pings off the back of the beast without like hitting, and just goes into the crowd. But again, like there's a mage that sort of like catches it, turns it round, and clearly they like the goblins because he launches this thing straight down at that woman who's choking you out. For a natural 1, hitting you for...
You're getting fucked this round.
For 4 piercing damage.
2.
He's like, I'll save you! Boom! Shit! This is just a spear sticking in you, and you're like, why? From inside. Are you alright out there? What's going on?
It's fine, I got it all under control, don't worry.
You know the con check that you made? I think I need to make it for Paprika as well, because he was on his back.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, I didn't think that.
Okay.
Oh no, she squashed him.
That's a
Dead.
natural one.
Oh,
I don't know.
how much damage did you take? It was
I took 5.
half. Oh, it was from
so
9.
Halved from
9 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, so I took 3.
Yeah.
So 9 was the
Yeah,
total.
9 bludgeoning damage to Paprika.
Oh,
As a
no.
moose lands flat on it.
When the moose lands on you, you feel just like copper, just like
Oh.
just all the copper
Oh
pieces.
no!
And now there's a ruby rolling around in the chariot somewhere.
If I noticed that, I would have grabbed the ruby. I think I just pocketed it.
Okay. Yeah,
if I'd seen it.
Yeah, we'll with a high enough passive perception, the fact that you just see all this copper dropping off you, and then you're like a clattering. You do manage to grab the ruby and keep it safe, but now you are in a headlock and you got impaled yet again.
Cool.
So yeah, you're sort of coming up for the final stretch. You basically for her action, she's going to try and maintain the grapple. So it's like the equivalent of not spending your action, so you still get to do something after it, but you
Right.
do get to try and break out. So if you make an athletics throw again,
Have I had time to do anything in between? Because with the grapple, I could still attack her.
true.
Get some bites
But it
in.
won't necessarily, because of the way she's got you, it will be unarmed. But you
Right.
feel free to make unarmed strikes, because
No, I'll try break.
obviously
I'll
with
try
like
and break.
with a punch,
I want to hit.
you
with a
have
hammer.
what, like 5 damage.
Obviously, if I don't attack, I lose rage.
Yeah, true. To be fair, the sort of round structure is a bit more flimsy
Okay.
anyway, so like don't worry about it too tightly.
Right, I'll try and break.
You're hurtling at 40 mile an hour on a fucking chariot made of
it's gonna
shite
keep the
that's
adrenaline
been.
going.
Yeah, you're like,
Wait,
yeah, you're fine.
Without guidance.
Oh, without guidance. Oh yeah, no, that was coming from Paprika, not Gonk. Of course. Ooh, that might be good though. 20. That's 23. Again, the same
Okay,
roll as
yeah,
last time.
you managed to break out of it this time.
Go on.
And she's now just in that sort of like the squat low, one leg extended, one leg bent pose with these like 2 knives just ready to go. She's like, you guys are clearly because you are now in second. She's like,
Okay.
you guys are the threat. I'm gonna cause a problem and then leave.
Ah.
Like you can see her in her eyes. She's looking to see where her chariot is, because like by rules of the game, you have to be on your own chariot at the end of the
Okay.
race, but it doesn't mean you have to be there the whole
Between you
time.
can-
Yeah, but
At
she's ready to
First
go.
opportunity, I want to try and underswing the hammer and get her under the chin.
Ooh, okay.
The first opportunity I have to do it, whether that's now or.
Okay,
later,
yeah,
I'd say.
do that, and
Clack her
if you
teeth
hit,
together
I
real
will
hard.
make her make a dexterity saving throw to see if she gets basically toppled on her ass or not.
Okay.
Ass
oh, we got
topple.
+8. Come on. No, that wasn't good. No, 10.
10? Miss.
Swing
She
past
manages to just, like, she just full on Matrix, like, whoop, dodges down under this hammer.
What was the ad?
8.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell whether it was a 7 or a 2. I couldn't
Nah,
see
it's
the
a
curly
2.
bit.
Yeah, it's definitely a 2.
Yeah.
Alas.
Cool, yeah, you just sort of miss past her, but she just gives it one of these and the hammer goes whoop. But
Swift.
you do have a bonus action. So,
oh yeah,
unarmed strikes are bonus actions, or like back of the
Gonk bolt.
gonk bot.
Gonk bolt. Can I do that as a? No, it's not.
and
No,
I can't
shit.
transform it. You can.
Oh, I
you
can lightning aura.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
she do a dexterity save? DC 15.
Yes, she can. 15. Nope.
I can
That was
basically
a
heal you on
seven.
sight now, and that's
gonna
about
be
it.
5 lightning damage.
5 lightning.
Lightning
Okay.
just crackles out and strikes her.
Well, she is wearing some form of like metallic plate armor, so I'll make an additional check for her. Okay, that's alright. So she takes the full damage. She doesn't necessarily get like sort of stunned in place, but there's definitely a moment where she slows and you can see it. So like it's looking like she might miss her opportunity to get back. So now is the very last thing. You guys, this like one chariot, the front one is having to slow down slightly to keep close enough to you for
make
her
sure
to get
she can
back,
jump back onto
but
it.
still pull ahead. And you like fucking Scrunt has no idea what's going on. He is just full
He's
steam
just
ahead.
fucking driving.
Yeah, he's just in his little tank, you know. So yeah, she is now going to try and make a break for it, but you are in like physical combat, so you do get a reaction.
Okay,
attack.
I'll opportunity attack her then.
I'm in the middle of like doing the verbal and somatic components for guidance, and then I'm like, it's not taken.
You're going in the.
Uh oh.
I turn to you and I'm like, I've got bad news.
Oh, no.
I already know what it is. I'm like, no!
17.
Yeah, hits.
Yes. Okay. Cool. So that's gonna be. Okay. 4, 9, 11 bludgeoning damage.
Woof. Yeah, she's got no time to disengage. She needs every bit of, like, mental capacity to try and mantle up this crap heap of a chariot over the top of the beast, jump back to hers, and then, like, you know, be ready to go over the finish line, stood still on her chariot. She's not allowed to, like, miss or anything. So she just doesn't even think about trying to, like, sneak past her. She's like, fuck it, I gotta go. Turns around, and as she goes to jump, you just give her a firm, like, crack against the ribs. And yeah, she biffs it. She doesn't manage to clamber onto the beast. She, like, holds onto the reins, and Big Bertha just steps on her head. And she is, like, pummeled into the floor and left for dust as the 2 wheels on the right side of the cart go boom, boom over the top of her. She's just pancaked in the dirt. Ed, like, luckily it was soft enough, like, ground
So it's just pushed
that
her
it took
into the
some of the blow, but it's not looking good. Like,
Oh,
her nose
dear.
is, even as, like, a sort of lizardy, you know, slit nostril nose, is pissing out with blood. She is flat pancaked on the floor with, like, big bumps over her where these things have hit her.
Sorry.
Family event.
And just for good measure, as the Goths go past the one on the back, she goes "Poof," and basically tries to execute her, missing by a fraction of an inch, where this bolt goes "Poof," and just lands right next to her hair, pins one of the, like, the sort of pseudo feathers, pseudo hair pieces, like, to the ground. She's alive from what you can see on that quick glance. You guys can see this whole thing happening because it is, like, right near in front of you. You just see this woman just pancaked in the ground, not looking good at all.
That's nasty as hell, like the goth people. They should be expelled for that. I need to get executed.
Well, I mean, it is
We're
in
in
the rules to
chariot
kill each
school.
other, so
It's a death race. Yeah.
it is a death race. By the way, this whole time, Creepy Geezer has just been bouncing all around having the fucking time of his life, screaming in joy and happiness, and is just, you know, he's the good luck flag.
Very
You know,
fucking
he's
Fury
loving
Road.
it. Yeah, but like Fury
What about this
Road,
creepy
if he was a
geezer?
crackhead,
I'm also
that
flying
creepy
around.
geezer is just, yeah, I was gonna say, he's been sort of every now and again wandering off, pestering people, and then coming back and, like, talking to you about random bollocks that doesn't really seem to make sense.
Oh, he's in the rafters again.
It's actually, it's open top, so that's
I woke
impressive.
up to you and just go.
Yeah.
What's he climbing on? There's nothing there.
But yeah, so that woman drops. You guys pull across the finish line as the first legal team to cross the finish line. So Scrunt and Kunk win the chariot race. Let's give it a bit of one of these.
Money.
Hang on. The
Nice.
fanfare triggers again.
And
The
just
crowd goes
as we pass,
fucking ballistic.
just throw the hammer, like, off into the air and just click.
Yeah, as you sort of, like, throw her and it starts to go towards the crowd, you can see one of the mages, like, ready to sort of, like, guide it back, and as he lifts his hands it disappears and he's like like, not again, why does this keep happening?
Like swinging it around my head.
It's like, whoa, and then from inside the
Like
tin
from
you can
the
just
leather
hear
strap at the bottom.
yeah, you can hear, is Geezer still there?
Yeah, he's good.
He's just like, wah! Screaming up on this
What a
fucking thing.
lovely day.
So as everyone comes bundling across the finish line, every other team finished legally, including Francine. But she was unfortunately dead last, but Davina was just happy to be there.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. But the Goths were the second legal team to finish. Then the moose drawn Knight of Meadows. Then the Drow and the Dwergar. Then Bart and Jim. I missed one, and then the lizard's last because even though they crossed the line first, the other lizard is fucking kaput. And as everyone sort of pulls up and comes to a halt, a few people start rushing towards this lizard where they're like, "Is she alive?" And they pick her up. She does walk off, but She's very wobbly, doesn't know where she is. Like, that is a bad time being stepped on by a rhino gorilla tapir at 40 mile an hour and then being run over and then nearly shot. Yeah, bad time. But yeah, you guys can now all, cash out your bets. However, before this happens, the king stands up. And for the first time, you get, like, personal eyes on Elf King Cathard. He stood above you, and he has this very rich, like, tanned skin, like, real sun-kissed, with a thick brown beard that's long and plaited down through, like, towards his belly button. And the robes he's wearing is multiple layers of all these golds and, like, purpley blues, like the sort of city colours. And his hair is also braided down the back as well as his beard, with like sort of a few piercings here and there, but like more like little bones poked through, almost like very old school. When I say traditional, I literally mean sort of like borderline like tribal looking, where the bone through the nose and like the fine bones on the eyebrows. Not currently wearing a crown, but does have this really weird general aura about him. Not quite a halo, but like there's some sort of enchantment going on that makes him fucking glow to be better than
Do
everyone.
we know what race he is? Did ever told us?
Elf King Cathard.
Oh, I didn't use the elf.
But it's like a Christmas elf.
Nah.
Yeah. He's only 4'2". But no,
Every so often you'll find him on your shelf.
he stands. He stands at the front, and he raises a hand, and the crowd goes silent, and he just points at Kunk and Scrunt, and just bows his head before you, as if to be like, not. I don't mean like full on bend the knee. I just mean like, the classic like, well done, my friends type of thing. Like it's
Like
very much.
barely moved his neck.
Yeah, it's very much a massive gesture of respect and sort of genuine encouragement to keep doing what you're doing, because like the sort of whispers that you guys have picked up through, especially being sat so close to the king, is that the king fucking loves chariot racing, to the point where I believe Shrimp may have said something along the lines. Yeah, but it is like his favorite sport. He absolutely loves it. But yeah, he just gives you a little bow, doesn't say a word, doesn't do anything else other than this little gesture, and sits back down. Yeah. Scrunt is like curtsies. And Giza just sort of goes because he's still stuck up on this fucking pole. But the king goes to sit back down, and as he does, there's a shout from the crowd that just sort of almost comes out in like a ripple, not quite like a Mexican wave, but not far off. And it starts the opposite side and sort of joins around where you guys are sitting, and in right near you. It's just a chant of "Ia, Ia," and as that sort of erupts, what?
Oh, sorry, go on.
What?
I had that. Do you know that old video of
the kid in the basketball?
Yeah.
Okay, not
Yeah, he was there.
yeah, he's there. Little crackhead. Crackhead kid's back at it again. I wonder what he's up to now. Probably playing D&D. But yeah, as this sort of ER erupts, a load of people suddenly erupt all at once from the crowd, weapons drawn, ready to go, and from above you can hear General Harkan, "Protect the king!" And chaos ensues.
Oh shit.
Outright fucking chaos. People in robes and hoods, masks, all just jump out all at once. But what you realise is that it almost looks like there's different factions. It's like, okay, there's a bunch of dudes over there with like brown robes and funny like masks and pointy hats, and then that side there's guys in like blue robes and green, and they're fighting each other, and they're killing civilians, and people are running and screaming, and people are down on the arena floor already. The drow woman is already weapons drawn, like diving into this chaos. Everything
is there
just
any denim on denim?
erupts. There's no denim on denim, no. But everything just all at once goes batshit once
We
this
can't
chant
have any
goes
denim
up.
on denim violence.
You can hear clattering above you on the sort of palatial platform where clearly they're getting the king the fuck out of there, and then you can hear, and then just come along, Erelith's voice, and then basically they just put in a quick call, just like boop, 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 boop. Yep, come and get him. He just sort of like TP's in, grabs him, TP's
Hello,
out.
bye.
Yeah, hello, goodbye. You can just hear Scry, just hear, Kiraj, help me, Kiraj! And you can just hear this grunting, and then every now and again, a body comes flying down off like this top, like fucking platform, and just lands basically right at your feet, just crumpled in a pile.
Oh
And
shit.
while this happens, I will set up where people are stood. I don't know where we go. So we got Scarius.
We're battle
We've got
mapping.
Riley.
Yeah, I'm gonna as you're doing that, I'm gonna grab my bow and be
we've
like,
got-
Chadwick, can you fight?
We've got Charlie.
Yes!
The very seen Edelman, can you fight?
Lilith is also involved. Actually, no, she never came back after a piss.
From the piss.
Yeah, no, she never did. You are in here, so this
She's
is
eating
like the
something
sort
dodgy.
of wall.
You missed the whole race.
Mm.
I
Typical.
will-
That's what eating those
I will
To be
mark
honest,
Dom's
she's-
Colosseum
location.
hot dogs will do to you.
There's a lot of dudes with a lot of money.
Yeah, true.
She's probably just
Well,
She picked up a chili dog from one of the.
I'm going to collect my
dogs,
bets.
get your chili dogs.
yeah.
So, from one side of you comes a group of. These are the ones that I sped paint in 30 minutes on a lunchtime, by the way.
Menaces.
A
cultists,
group
and
of-
menaces.
Cult-like gentlemen. The bows go at the back because that makes sense. One of them's already hopped the fence and is like dashing from the backs. And from the other side, you have a completely differently dressed group of people. Where this sort of like squiggle is, that is like the crowd. Like people have just poured down into the arena. Both, well, not even both, but there's guards, there's army, there's what appear to be the cultists at first glance, and civilians that have some weapons. Like all of this area is basically, if you go near it, you're gonna get fucking shanked. Like, to put it lightly. But yeah, from the other side, from this crowd, erupt a group of people, all wearing these bluey-green robes.
What robes are these guys wearing? On
So these are all sort of just dull drab browns and greys and
Right.
maybe hints of yellow throughout some of them. Like, I've actually painted them with slightly yellowed trousers, but it just looks a bit weird. But yeah, like very like
They've all
bone
left themselves.
colours, tans, that sort of thing.
Wait, didn't we have a brooch that Evelyn give us?
Yeah.
Call him. Call him right now.
I think they just called him. He's probably dealing with the king right
Yeah, he
now.
can come and get us as well.
So, if everyone could roll initiative for me, please.
Initiative.
Initiative.
Nat 20.
Oh, 21.
18.
11.
Okay, hang on.
Very on brand.
You're more interested in getting your bets.
Right, anyone above 20?
24.
24. Scarius. 15 to 20.
What we looking at?
I don't know what I said. 18.
Towards this way a little bit. No, I was
There's
gonna
no way
say
I
don't move
shoved
the
it
camera.
behind
Just
you
move
then,
the
sorry.
map
No,
towards
okay.
top right.
Right, leave.
There you are.
10 to 15.
Bax is higher than me.
Oh, I was 21. Sorry.
Oh, right.
I was first from the bottom up.
21. Banks. 24. Scarius. 10 to 15.
11.
Okay.
At least it's double digits.
Yeah.
True.
I'm going to get my bets.
And,
It's happening.
okay, so Scarius gets the sort of the jump, sees what's inevitably coming as these guys in these brown robes with like pointed hoods come running towards you all. Mostly towards where the king is, but it just so happens to be that you're where the king is.
Yeah.
Or was. They don't know he's gone. So you get the jump as you see these guys running for you. You spot 2 with spears. 3 was like melee weapons then, and 2 with ranged weapons.
As they're all approaching, I use thaumaturgy to boom my voice. Was it 3 times louder or whatever it is? And I have efficiency in my right hand and Horn of the Mother in my left hand in reverse grip. And I just say, "You don't want any of this."
Okay. Roll an intimidation check.
Okie doke. Intimidation.
Intimidation.
11.
Okay, so the ones in the brown robes are already at such a high pace that they're not stopping. However, the guys in the blue, there's a moment where you see them sort of assess you as an actual threat. Like, these other guys, they're too dumb to care, clearly. You're like, "You don't want any of this," and they're like, "Fuck it, we're having some of this."
I guess.
Yeah. But these ones seem to be a bit more like, okay.
Do I have anything left? Because I use my bonus action for thaumaturgy. Oh no, it's an action for thaumaturgy.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then
Shit.
bonus action for shouting, I guess.
No, I would say that shouting is a free action.
Okay.
Like, especially as part of
You can usually speak
an action of thaumaturgy, yeah. And it was short enough that you can say it within 6 seconds, so like... Both enough man nuts.
Okay. I will...
Is the chariot still there, or is that...
Yeah, I'll just have to draw it in, because I haven't...
I might have a wagon.
Oh yeah, you do.
Do I got a wagon?
Yeah, it's in there.
Hey, yeah.
A wagon.
I do have a wagon, but it was very much not the type of wagon that I was needing. But yeah, we'll put that, like, there. Scrunt has just buckled down the hatch even more, and he's like, fuck,
Nice.
fuck.
Good for him.
No, that's
Good
shrimp.
for him.
It got stuck.
Tell you what, I'll use my bonus action to set off Gonk one more time for you.
Cool.
Okay, cool.
So...
There's a hair coming round from your neck.
Oh.
And it looks like it's attached to your beard.
Oh yeah,
No, you've missed it.
that's 13.
Still there. There it is.
13.
You got it. You
What,
got
13 heal?
Mm-hmm.
it. It's
No
stuck to
way.
your-
That's
there you
nice.
Oh, sorry, 12. But yeah.
12. Cool. Is it healing or temp HP?
It's temp HP.
Temp HP. 12. Nice.
Cool beans.
Literally
What's the
maximum.
range on it? Is it 20?
15.
Ah, bollocks.
Yeah, just out.
Yeah,
Damn.
5 feet short. That's unfortunate. Cool. So is that you?
Yeah.
Bax, you are up.
Okay.
Is Back still in clump form?
Oh yeah, do I still look like a goblin?
Yes.
I'm gonna
You
charge.
do still look like Kunk at the moment.
Charge 1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm gonna
Clump.
charge this guy.
Cool. And I will say, for now, you are still raging.
Cool. Okay.
Is that Gonk with you?
That's gone with me.
Yeah. Nice.
Those are the guys who kind of look like they're not letting up, aren't they? The blue guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just seeing them approach.
Something
with
about
weapons.
them, they just feel a bit more put together. Like, at first glance, you see these, like, guys in raggedy-ass brown clothes with, like, yellowed trousers, and they just keep running and screaming, and they've got, like, these crappy-looking weapons, compared to these guys that have got much more, like, ceremonial-looking daggers,
Okay,
and much more put-together robes, finer robes, cleaner in general, and just have that sort of threat analysis. You're like, these are the problem.
Yeah. Bax is still like full rage, like adrenaline pumping. So he sees this and he's just like, threat, let's go. And
I just want to fucking race.
leave me be. Swinging this hammer around, grabs it, and is going to come over for a first attack against that guy. So that's going to be 21 to hit.
Hits.
That's going to hit him
Is there a
for
D4 in there?
7, 8, 9. Oh god, math. 14 damage.
Any of them is fine.
Bludgeoning
hits.
damage on the first attack.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I said hits. That was yeah, that was me like registering it, but then just responding with the
With
entirely
hits.
wrong word. She said 15. Yeah.
14.
14.
14 bludgeoning. And then second attack, I'll continue the momentum of the swing and try and come around
Okay.
for another one. Nope. That was almost a 19, but a 12.
Ooh, no, not quite.
It like teetered on the
Ah,
19
and then just
and then
went
fell over to the 3.
Yeah.
I was
Unfortunately.
going to say, yeah, and I thought you meant like it was nearly 19, and I was like, you wrote the 3. Like, what is
To be
your
fair,
plus?
No.
that first like crack of the hammer. Oh, by the way, are you adding that? Are you using the new bonus faceplate damage as well?
Ah, yes. What
so it
was that
plus
again?
1
It was plus 1 poison.
poison
wasn't
or
it?
plus 1 lightning.
I'll take another 1 lightning then.
Okay.
On top of that.
White lightning.
I need to add that to the weapon itself. I was acid or lightning, that was it. Yeah, you take another lightning.
That's it. Acid, not poison.
And then with my bonus action, I'll let off the storm aura on
Okay.
him. I'm focusing this guy.
Yeah, this guy already looks pretty like weakened. Bearing in mind these are very much sort of like chumps in cool robes. You know, you get in the read that like these are not seasoned warriors. These ain't
They're
like
guys.
me. These
They're
ain't in my
good
league.
gear,
I'm gonna
but-
squash some bugs.
Nice.
Time to take out the birds.
So DC 15 dex save
Birds?
for him.
Birds,
Yeah,
you
it's like
say?
taking out the trash, but on this island it just seems to always be fucking birds.
Birds.
He biffs it beautifully.
It was only 1 damage, so.
Okay. I mean, yeah, he's on death's door,
Cool.
basically. That one shock of lightning, to the point where I'll even... Yeah, no, biffed it again. He is basically, like, sort of stunned, essentially.
Oh,
you've
nice,
you've
okay.
shocked him so hard that the hit from the hammer and the blast through him, he's just got that, like... As if he's been tased.
I look over his shoulder at the others and just shout, "You want some of this?"
One of them just really calmly locks eyes with you and goes, "Yes."
Cool.
Oh no, this normally doesn't happen. Okay, so is that your turn fully?
Yes.
Okay, so next is these dudes over on this side. So they're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Who do we appreciate?
Right, boys.
15, 20, 25, 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 5, 10. Okay,
Save us, Chadwick.
so...
Oh, I will.
The
Don't
guy on the other
worry.
side of the wall from Scarius is going to essentially throwing dagger you. So he will hit with a... Oh, that is a 9. That is a miss. And then he will... There's not really much you can do from there, to be fair. Okay, that's him. The first of the two that sort of like came up onto you and immediately like attacked you. Bearing in mind they do have weapons with reach, so one of them will attack Chadwick and one of them will attack Scarius. Chadwick for a 14, Scarius for a nat 1.
No.
Okay, both miss. They are rolling like poo. And then with the sort of back end of their weapon, as a bonus action, we'll basically both attack Scarius, because that's only got a 5-foot range. And that is like a 9 and a 10. Wow, these guys are rolling poo. Like I said, they are the sort of chumps.
So is he in range of me, brother?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, hang on. Wait, what's your range? 5 foot.
5 foot, yeah.
Then no.
Yeah, thought so.
Sorry.
That's right.
I was looking at Scarius' mini. Then we've got a big fucking chunky crossbow that's going to try and whiz a shot sort of between these two and hit Bryleaf. For a 19 to hit.
Oh, hits.
I like it when combat music is on because you just sit there vibing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you watch me long
Oh
enough,
shit,
I'll
that's
go
the
up
wrong
to 10.
dice.
Oh,
Sorry.
When
It's
I
true.
rob.
seeing Jess at gigs and the music is in like
Jess, that's
120 BPM
11
and Jess
piercing
like,
damage as this big chunky bolt comes whizzing between the two cultists that just like ran up and just chunks itself. You try and sort of move out of the way a bit, but as you rotate, it still catches you just in the shoulder and like spins you a little bit. So it was a deep gouge as opposed to a graze, but it didn't fully like puncture into you. And then the other guy with the regular bow is going to shoot at Scarius for a what is that? 19. Oh, is that 2 19s in a row?
19.
Shield.
Cool.
So you see the bracelet and actually like the whole the gauntlet I wear,
Yeah.
and it just sort of projects like a hollow shield.
That's really fucking cool. Yeah, this arrow just comes like tinging off here and like shatters and splits into two tumbling, cascading bits.
I make eye contact with him.
Fucking try it again. Okay. Cool. Next is Bryleaf.
Did Aerolith give me a +1 long bow?
Yeah.
Yes.
He did, didn't he? I didn't add a. So what do I do?
But you
my
got it
gosh.
there, and you just
Yeah, it's just
equip
add
it.
that and
Yeah.
then take my other one off.
Yeah, and also you can, as a free action, I think. Did I say free or bonus action?
Didn't he upgrade your existing bow though, rather than? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's.
Oh
fine.
yeah, it was at his little
Um,
magic forge
And
thing.
basically there's like little lightsabers that shoot out either side as short swords that you can use almost like a.
Oh yeah, you said I didn't have to use an action, bonus action.
You don't have to
remote
bother with
flop.
putting your
Yeah,
To
weapons away
flop,
anymore.
to flip.
Did I say it was a
Switch.
free action
To
or was it a bonus action specifically to get both of them out?
Activate them, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Bonus
bonus
to
action to or pull them back in because then it's the equivalent of putting away a bow and pulling out 2 weapons for a bonus action. It's pretty good.
But then you've
Um,
got to worry about General Grievous following you around everywhere.
Just coughing.
Yeah, running on all
Addition to
fours.
my collection.
As soon as you put it down, he's having it.
You know the two guys ranged. I'm guessing they're staying back.
Looks like.
So I'm
That's
gonna,
the attitude.
I know. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go back, like behind Chadwick. No, behind. Oh, can I not? Is that allowed?
Oh, you want to go there?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just so I can get a view, so I'm not.
Goes through into the.
So I'm not gonna hit Chadwick, and I'm gonna try and hit him with my bow.
Cool.
I
Go for
hit
it.
the heavy crossbow dude.
Yep. Go for it.
I can see what you mean now
Yeah.
with the. Ken, put your hand on the map.
On the map.
It's like perfectly
Oh, that's
lined
so
up.
cool!
Wait,
Are
what?
the two cameras like perfectly lined up where you put your hand through the frame? It's like you pass through the frame. That's so funny.
25.
But it was
Hits.
slightly shorter, so it's like he's
Yeah.
got a stumpy arm.
It's my strong hand.
That's funny.
4, 5, 6, 7. So 7.
7 piercing on the bow guy.
Yeah. No, the crossbow guy.
Crossbow. Cool. Second shot.
Oh man, I forgot Hunter's Mark.
Well, do it now before you
Yeah,
do
I'm
second
gonna do
shot.
it now. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm gonna put Hunter's Mark on him.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna try and hit him again.
Have you got a marker for Hunter's Mark by any chance?
Ooh. Potentially.
I like these markers. They're very nice.
Oh, they are good.
Use rage.
The fact they look like pocket shoes.
Angry
Hexed,
Hunter's Mark.
Charmed, exhausted, raging. Ooh, grapple.
It doesn't have to be perfect to be fair.
I've got cursed.
I'll do.
That'll do. There we go.
Cursed?
Cursed.
You went really well, Sven.
22.
To hit.
Yeah.
It's not
Hits.
fast, actually.
7, 8, 9, 10. 11.
11 piercing damage. Okay.
Oh, there is a Hunter's Mark. There it is. Got it.
Cool. It doesn't really matter right now anyway because the second shot
You were just
punches
about to say.
straight through his eye socket, dropping him in one.
Ah, nice.
I'm gonna
But
have a guess.
obviously
Jess,
you'll be able to freely
that you were
apply
gonna
it,
say
so
you
I'll keep
prefer
it
the
out.
other colour.
Ready?
Is that what you were
Colour.
gonna say?
No, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you loose 2 arrows. The first one hits him in the leg, and as he sort of like drops from the pain, your second arrow's already in flight, and he basically ducks into the second arrow, and it punctures through his eye socket, dropping him onto his face. So yeah, he's dead. The guys at the back are a little weaker, but when you counterbow them, then it doesn't really matter, does it?
Counterbow.
Yeah. So is that your turn?
What happened if a target drops to 0 hit points while the spell ends? You can use. I forgot
Yeah,
to
it's
use a
actually
bonus
next
action.
one.
I was just wondering if it was a bonus
Yeah, you can
action or
just
not.
shift it.
Bonus action next turn to do it.
You know what? Because of how
Without
close he
using-
was to the other guy as well, I will let you. Wait, no. What else can you do with the birds now? I can't remember. You can move them away or pull them towards you.
Yeah,
can't
you can push them 15 feet, I think.
No, it's not that much.
push 10, pull 5.
Oh yeah, it is. It is. I'm
Yeah,
lying.
15 feet.
Lying. Yeah.
No. Okay.
You're lying.
I'm lying.
Well, I'll let you use the 1d6 onto this guy because he was so close, and the birds they're hungry for blood.
I haven't called my birds.
All right,
Stop RPing me.
don't do damage.
But I haven't called my birds. Please.
Less the attitude, Ken.
I will drive us a fucking cement truck on the way home. I swear to God. If that happens now, and I've like
No,
said it online, that's gonna look really bad. But like, I do not plan for like for legitimacy's sake. I'm gonna look you dead in the fucking eyes. I do not plan on killing myself tonight,
Just me.
or her.
Just me.
Anyone.
One more time.
No
Ken.
death.
Say it one more
It's
time.
my strong hand.
I've changed the camera to just
Oh,
you.
you cunt. I look like a right mental case now. As if I didn't anyway, but
It's my
Okay.
strong.
Oh my god.
fuck.
3.
3 damage on second guy. Yep.
You could be one of the darts.
Cool.
Announcers.
3.
3. No, you gotta give us your best 180 now, though.
180 in it.
180.
The vibrato.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice. Very melodic.
I didn't know where I was
You know
going
what
with
that
it.
reminds me of? A deeper version of it. You know when Nadja sings in? She does that vibrato.
First on the wedding night.
The wedding night.
Oh, good lord.
That was really good, Ken. I gotta go.
Do impressions. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Okay, Chadwick, you're up.
You don't want none, son.
Yeah, I love the idea that you two have just already written off this old guy, but like, cause he's sort of like behind you a bit and like parallel with you, you don't really see
Yeah,
him.
well, I've got my back
But
to
from-
him. I'm protecting the old guy.
Yeah, as Bax is like spinning round, all he sees, like as this guy fucking nearly dies on the floor in front of him, is just this old geezer like, pull him up! 2-frame fighting animation.
Yeah.
Put me next to this one dude. The one. Yeah.
Cool, you're now in range of both.
I'm just gonna clock him in the nose with righty.
With
With righty and not righty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Righty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
alright. Give him a biff.
Righty and wrongy.
13. He's got quite a big nose.
Just misses.
Okay.
Just.
I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again.
Same hand.
Yeah, I was gonna say you get 2 attacks and a bonus action anyway. Yeah, the first one you go to punch and he just instinctively goes, huh, and just palms with your hand and he's like, fuck!
Yeah, but it's like a cat. It's like bang, bang.
Yeah, so what's the second?
19.
Yeah, that is. So yeah, he like palms the first one and as he's like already, like he's brought it there, and before he gets a chance to bring the hand back, I'm gonna do it down here, because like, as you do this to block it, he does this to block it, you've already done it again because you got 2 really quick, like, it's like, oh fuck!
Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
By an old git.
5.
5.
I don't know. What?
I was gonna say,
What's
your...
dagger damage? 5 bludgeoning damage with my fist.
Cool. Oh shit, I've just realised I put that on the wrong guy. He's got no damage, he's got...
So, do I see this? Do I just
yeah,
see
you just
Chadwick
like suddenly
square up?
from like this pot, like just next to you, there's just this old wrinkly ass bony hand that just goes and just fucking
I can,
fucking one just punches this guy. He's like, ah, fuck!
I can use
That was really
action
good.
surge, which allows me to do 1 extra.
First round of combat.
2. 'Cause
Yeah, you get So that
It says
was
you
If you got two attacks per action,
yeah,
action
Rob.
surge will
So
allow
that
you
was your
2
two
more.
regular punches. You've now got a bonus action punch as well, and you can action surge for a further 2. You can punch him
Yeah.
5 times.
yeah, this is why fighters are nearly as broken as
Right.
monks.
Again, left hand, but righty. Same dude.
So the action surge
You know, like a speed bag when they're doing this thing. It's just this guy's chin. He's like, fuck,
Go to
ow,
sleep, go
God,
to sleep, go to sleep.
24.
Nice.
Yes.
For 3 bludgeoning damage.
What is your actual? What are you rolling?
What do you mean?
A D4.
A D4 plus 2. But
Okay.
the daggers that are
Yeah.
modified
that's
as
cool.
fists.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
No, I was just wondering because I was like, where are we going on this? So was that 3 more? You said, yeah.
yeah.
Cool. Oh,
Now-
So that was your bonus action.
And now I go
action surge on the first one
Action
of combat
surge.
and beat fuck into
For
some
2
dude.
more attacks.
So,
same hand,
Yeah.
righty, but for the other dude by accident.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
15.
Yeah. It's...
Nice.
So in the
I like that you
crossfire, I've just punched
apologised.
the other dude.
But you said sorry.
Apologising
Whoops.
because you hit the wrong enemy is really funny.
Hello.
5. It was like I was punching him in the face, and then in my peripheral, I saw him and just went, oh!
Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah. One more.
Back to the original dude.
Yeah.
With my other hand now.
Okay, yeah. He keeps blocking this, trying to block this one hand, and just when he thinks he's cracked the code, you just fucking right hook him. He's ah!
This dude only punches
18.
with his left.
Jesus.
Yeah, this guy's thinking.
Phenomenal round.
This guy's thinking this old man only punches with his left hand. Oh wait, no, he doesn't.
Fuck.
3.
3 more. Okay, yeah, that was a decent amount of damage for just like this old little fuck. This like all skin and bones with like a proper like Mr. Burns haircut with a little like liver spots and everything. Looks like he's gonna keel over at any moment. He's just like. I just have the idea like, hello.
The other guy that I punched in the face, I'm like, are you okay? I didn't mean it!
I'm sorry, old boy. I don't know what comes over me. Just starts cutting karate moves like. I get possessed by the devil.
I think his hands are sentient weapons.
They just talk to him like this.
Oh no! Yeah,
I need like sock
you got,
puppets.
no, you got like little lipstick for there. My name's Righty. I'm also Righty. I'm a real nurse lady. I'm a fucking racist. Okay, that's canon.
Wow.
That's canon now. Just later at night, you'll hear him in a back room, just like, I love you, Chadwick. No, I love you more, Chadwick.
And I'm there going, hello.
Hello.
You're just listening to the conversation.
I don't want to interrupt.
No, but what's more terrifying is that he can talk over the top of them. His 2 voices at the same time.
Good lord.
Pass out now. I've laughed so hard the back of my head is hurting. Oh my god. Okay.
Top of the round.
Next is this
right.
group of guys
Group of guys.
that all see Bax immediately wailing on one of their dudes that's like clinging on for dear life. So, this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 there. This guy's gonna move in here, and this guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. There we go. They're just gonna start fucking wailing on him. Like full on Shaun of the Dead, like pool stick moment. You know what? Fuck it, I'll roll all the attacks at the same time. So, we've got a nat 20,
Great. Good start.
a dirty 22, a 15, and an 11.
2 hits. One's
2
a crit.
hits, but one's
Hitting
a
the
crit.
crit.
Hitting a crit.
Oh.
Hitting the crit.
So these are like sort of short swords. They look more like daggers on the models, but they are like, you know, sizable.
Short
So the hit will be for 5 slashing damage,
down to 3.
and the crit will be for 8 slashing damage,
Down to 4.
which isn't a lot, but you know, volume of attacks on little pleb guys.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna do it again.
Okay.
They're like,
my
well,
temper.
if we deal with this guy, then we can go on Oh no, I dropped the die.
Oh, no.
Jess, can you reach
Just
that at all?
Oh no.
I'll just grab another one for now. But they're like, yeah,
Right.
that counts.
Was that quick enough for you?
That counts. Okay, so this time we got a nat 1,
Cool.
a 15, a second nat 1, and a dirty 20.
One hit.
What was mine?
The dirty 20.
But I'm not.
That's why I said I'm
But
keeping
I'm
it.
not the DM.
No, I know, but I'm the DM and I said I'm keeping it. So, that one will be 6 slashing damage. And the
Down
2 nat
to
1s,
3.
I will say that the guy that you wailed on got caught in the slashing.
Oh, brilliant.
And, I forgot to roll with flanking.
Ooh, which one was it?
Unlucky Chucky.
It would have been 3 of them. So, I'll tell you what. Leave it up to chance.
I
2 of
would
them are
say that's
15s, so they would have been
unlucky.
17s,
Yeah.
which would have hit, yeah?
That would have hit AC.
So, for each one, heads is a hit, tails is
oh,
a miss.
okay, cool. I like it.
Tails, miss. So the first one you sort of just like whack it away with a hammer. Second one, tails again.
Nice.
So yeah, because I'm a dumbass and I forgot, you are graced with not being hit twice more. Okay, and then one of them, finally, as a sort of special bonus, once per combat type thing. Actually, what is the time before we go too deep into it? Yeah, we should have time. The guy that just died, he summons this... Oh, sorry, the one of them, this one here, summons this foul, like, black, ichor-y, watery, oily, bit of everything, all not properly mixing, but, like, bubbling in the air all around him. And then as he brings his hand down, forces this liquid into the mouth of the corpse that you've just basically dropped.
Shit.
And it forces it and forces it and forces it in. And his eyes start like leaking this thing and it comes out his ears and it's pouring back out his mouth a little and you can see him start to swell and convulse. And then eventually he just sort of like, this outer layer of skin like sloughs off as he stands back up bigger than ever before.
Oh.
As this bastard.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, so that is like the once per encounter type of like, uh-oh. So he will not have his turn yet. He does, however, have movement if he wants it. No, he's going to stay there. Scarius, back up to you. Oh, actually, before that, sorry. I need to roll a couple of things. Yep. Through the crowd, like coming off this way, you hear a familiar voice. Hang on. Let me try and lock it in my brain before I actually speak. Don't suppose you need any help, do ya?
Yeah.
And Ironfoot comes kicking through this fucking like crowd of people. He's got like blood all over him. He's like literally as he's like appears and he sees you, he's executing someone by putting this like gladius-looking short sword like through someone's throat and then crunching their skull under his foot with his big fucking heavy boots. He and one of his men are coming to attempt to help at least. So I will roll their initiative.
Nice.
Ooh, okay. They will go the same time as the brown-hooded cultists. What was his name? Ironfoot. Ironfoot.
Cheryl cool.
Sausage roll. 7 bridge tool. Day 4 in the Big Brother house. I have fallen down the stairs. Okay, so now he's back up to Scarius as Ironfoot and one of his goons just sort of pop through the crowd and are like, let's kill some bitches.
The one closest to me.
Is to exactly 5 feet.
Yeah, the one that Chadwick isn't fighting.
Yeah, this one. The one that he accidentally socked and apologised
Ain't
to.
no
Right, yeah.
fight about it. I'm whooping that
Is
guy's
he-
ass.
That's the only damage he's taken, though, isn't it? That one accidental punch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and plant efficiency in his shoulder.
Okay. Go for it.
That is 16.
Hits.
Okay. Ooh, I haven't got my die. That's 7 points of slashing damage.
Woof.
Oof.
And then in the other shoulder, I try and reverse grip stab with Horn of the Mother.
Yep.
Something belter, isn't it?
Same roll.
Good combat music, this.
But this one's higher. This is 17.
Hits.
And different die again. That's 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Well, it would be if it wasn't for the fact that as you gut this guy, you hear a voice in your head. Purge the unbelievers. And I meant to say non-believers, but you know what I mean.
I like it.
Basically, from this blade, as it digs in, you can see this festering green and yellow sort of ooze go into him. And he looks at you with a sheer panic in his eyes. And he just sort of coughs up this, like, thickened blood that becomes quite, like, putrid to smell almost immediately. And around the edges, it starts to bubble. And then he, like, swells a little bit and just crumples into a pile on the floor, and then from that wound that you created ignites a yellow, like a greeny, lime green flame. Yeah, you just gut him, and suddenly he's like, oh fuck, and then you basically boil him from the inside out.
Nice.
Okay,
Mm-hmm. So that one,
good to know.
ist kaputt.
Can I just point out that I was mid-apology to him?
Yeah,
While
he
you
said
were
sorry,
doing
and
that.
I just got the guy.
Sorry, and then you're like, sorry, so sorry.
Hello!
I'll move around to flank the other one. There you go.
Just tiptoe around, not leaving your stab space. You can't hit your back. That's what the rules say. Okay,
That'll be me.
cool. Bax, you're up.
Biff.
Okay, I probably haven't noticed this thing appear because I'm like swinging around
Yeah.
with the hammer. To
Just
try and,
screaming.
I'm trying to
To the
hit
point,
these
if you want to
guys in
actually
sequence.
because I like the idea of having like cleaves and stuff as like dynamic combat actions.
Yeah.
So I'll say if you want to cleave them, you can roll either. Actually, no. I'll tell you what. If you can hit a sort of 3 in a line or like a little triangle of like 1, 2, 3.
Cool.
So you
Okay.
could hit like these two or these 3 because he's technically occupying this square as well.
Could I get him?
You could either hit just these 2,
Okay. Or
these
those
3, or
Okay.
just those 2.
I don't know.
But
if
I'll say
I
roll
used-
for each, but there'll be like an AC buff to them then because
Yeah.
of the sort of
Yeah.
Well, I
like,
was just about to say that's how I've always ruled it. There's just like a little bit of extra AC to them if you want to.
that could be
through
fun.
them.
Let's do
okay,
it. Let's
for
do it.
each one that you want to hit, it adds 1 AC to the total.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
exactly.
so they get
it's
an
So
in
like you can opt for
in the
2 and
movement.
it'll get a +2 to them, but then you do hit
Ah,
both.
Interesting. Okay.
Or you can hit all 3, but then you roll against just like a plus.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go for these 2.
Okay.
Let's go
yeah.
for these 2. Right. First one. For a 21 to hit,
Yep, hits.
21.
and
Anyway.
second one for a 26.
Yeah, both hit.
Damn.
Nice.
Both
Cool.
attacks.
Bang.
No, wait, is that your first and second attack, or is that?
That's the just roll the one for the cleave. For
Okay,
the 2
yeah,
of them.
cool. Yeah.
So they both take the same damage.
Yeah.
Okay. 10, 15, 17 damage.
That's number 2 and 3. Yeah, already like there's just 2 dull, wet thuds. You can hear like ribs cracking in one of them, and the other guy you like deflects it with his dagger, but all he's done is made his own fucking bed to lie in because you
Nice.
just drive his dagger into his ribs. So they are very much on death's door, and you can hear Fucking get him, lad!
And with my second attack, then I'll continue the swing, and I'll do one focused on the big guy.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Just this will be when I notice that he's there. Like, oh shit!
What's that?
For a 22
Hit.
to hit.
These dice rolls are amazing.
Oh shit! Minimum damage. Still 9 damage.
Wait, haven't you got Great Weapon Master?
Oh,
Don't you get to reroll
hold on.
ones?
Did I take that?
Oh, yeah.
Did I take that? I feel like I might have. That's a feat.
Actually, it's only once was a foot.
No, I don't have any feats.
Okay.
I took the ability skill improvement instead.
Ah, right. Okay, cool. No worries.
But, yeah, that's still where +5 +2.
9
yeah, 9
you said,
damage
yeah?
still.
Jesus.
There was
Okay,
2 ones
so
on the dice.
using its reaction, it's going to, similar to Hellish Rebuke, but it's magic that you've not really experienced before. It's some sort of from beyond the mortal plane, water-based, essentially deep magic, as I've dubbed it. So I need you to make a Constitution saving. Sanity saving throw for me,
Oh
please.
shit! Okay,
This one uses your noggin against you.
not good at those. So I got a +1 to all saves. Normally a -2, so it's going to be a -1. 2.
Unlucky sunshine.
Pretty bad that. It was pretty bad that.
Yeah, well, pretty shocking. Where are they at though?
Happy little dice on a chair.
No, they're not happy. They're in the timeout chair.
Yeah, this is Dunn's cap.
Oh yeah, I just noticed.
That is going to be 20 deep damage.
Oh dear. And I can't resist that.
You cannot.
I'm very fucked up after that. Oh dear.
Yeah, so you hit this guy, and actually, I need to check if it recharges. It doesn't. You're lucky. So yeah, you hit this thing as you sort of like spin, and you're like, "Oh, what is that?" As you collide with it, there's just that moment of, "I fucked up," because from its mouth, it just opens this huge maw as his like jaw hangs low and sort of splits, and this. Again, that sort of putrid black liquid that you saw go into him comes spilling out and just splashes you in the face. But as it does, it's not necessarily the actual physical liquid that causes the damage. It's the fact that it starts playing at the edges of your sanity, a bit like psychic damage, but not quite there.
Okay.
But you start getting these flashing images of sort of razor-like, like pin needle teeth of like a fish almost, with big dead white eyes. But these things are huge, and you just get like these big flashes of them in your face as this liquid hits you. And yeah, suddenly it's like, oh fuck, I don't know where I am. So is that your turn? You got a bonus action.
Yeah, go on. I'll storm aura with the bonus action.
Cool.
So let's go for one of the 2 guys I damaged there. So
Yeah,
this guy-
they're on death's doorstep. You might just
See
fry
if I
one
can
of
just
them.
take one of them out. So Dex save DC 15 for him.
That's a nat one.
Taking 3 damage. 3
He's
lightning
fried.
damage. Nice.
Absolutely biffed it. This one you said, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. He just fucking vaporizes. Basically, you just turn him into a fine ashen powder inside the cloak, sort of like Ben Kenobi's, and
nice.
falls into the floor. Cool. Next up, Ironfoot or the guys in brown. So I'll roll off for them. Ironfoot takes it. He immediately uses Enlarge.
Hey, go
Oh,
on.
how cool is
go
that?
on.
How fucking
Go
cool
on,
is that?
man.
I wanted to do that for so long.
That's cool.
Yeah, boy.
Big boy.
And I'll tell you what he's going to do. He's going to pick this guy up and he's going to throw him at this guy. So I will make a contested athletics
familiar.
check.
Yeah, it does.
So he's currently getting a +5 to strength. It's a wait. What does a enlarge give you again? It's plus. Was it just advantage, maybe? I can't
Advantage
fucking
on-
remember.
I think it's advantage on strength-based checks.
Okay, yeah, double checks. For some
And
reason I was thinking of
increases
plus
your
2.
AC as well, I think.
Yeah, it does. Enlarge. He spells.
I should have written that down, but I honestly wasn't planning on bringing him out until I literally was
Enlarge
leaving the house and
Double
was
your
like,
height.
Target size is doubled in all dimensions. Its weight is multiplied by 8. Increases its size by 1 category. Until the spell ends, has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
right, there we go.
The weapons are also enlarged and deal an extra 1d4 damage.
Yeah, cool. So
I
he
literally
he's
did
got
this by
advantage.
accident yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be a 14 rolling against. That is not a 14. That is a 12. So he successfully picks this guy up and is now going to just yeet him at the other guy. So the other guy is going to make a dex save. That is a 14. Okay. Cool. So this guy takes. Okay, and cool. So this guy, even though he makes it, it was halved because this guy gets thrown at him. Like there's, even if he does manage to somewhat dodge, he is still getting hit by something being thrown by a giant dwarf. Because obviously, dwarves rules is written are medium, not small. So now he's large. So he's but yeah, this one dies.
Hey.
As basically, unfortunately, the daggers sort of all got tangled up and driven into him, and he's like, fuck, I'm bleeding on the floor, help! I just had a guy thrown at me.
Oh no.
This guy is prone. I will say that he landed. Oh, not there. So his base is where he's marked.
Okay.
An iron foot with a much bassier voice than normal. He's like, "How'd you like that one, lad?"
Nice! Don't hit that thing! Pointing at the...
And he goes, "Nah, fuck that." And he just pulls up this well, I say little, it's now scaled up, but just essentially like a sort of kunai type thing. And as a bonus, we'll just or the equivalent of a bonus then, because he hasn't got a full normal round. Ooh, that is a 15, just squeaks it. It's not necessarily a big thing, and it's plus D4 on
Plus
attacks
D4
as well,
to the
isn't it? Yeah.
weapons, yeah.
And I know normally it says strength weapons, but
Hmm.
it's a big fucking blade being hurled by a giant dwarf. I'm calling it a strength weapon.
It doesn't stipulate, it just says
Oh right, it does just
the
say
target's
weapon.
weapons also grow.
Okay.
Yeah, XD4.
Oh, that's not a D4, that's a D8. Whoops. I picked up the wrong one. Oh yeah, it was right next to where I... Okay, yep. So that is 5 piercing damage, unfortunately. As,
Good effort.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, so as this thing's jaw unhinges and spits at you, as it's starting to close it back up, this knife just digs in his chin and pins it to his neck, which is why I say he doesn't get the recharge because it can't physically close his mouth at the moment. Next is those brown wearing cultists. One of them is going to swing back at Chadwick and be like, "Fuck you, you hit me in the face, you dick sniffer." For a natural 1, because of course. His secondary... Okay, that's an 11. I assume that misses.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your AC, by the way?
15.
15, fuck! This is a fast old man. This guy's going to vault the wall, land here, and he's going to swing once at Chadwick and once at Bryleaf. Bryleaf is an 11, Chadwick is a 17.
Oh!
Uh,
Not cool, dude.
yeah, God, I really need to sort this dice tray out. Ooh, that is going to be 7 damage.
Oof.
And that guy with the bow is going to shoot Scarius because he's the closest target, and these guys aren't particularly intelligent. That is a 14.
Miss.
In a second. That is an 18.
Shield.
Again, he's just like... boom, 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 boom. He's like, and what? What are you
When
going to
he
do about
sees
it?
me raising the tomahawk style throw, he's like,
I just do love the idea that you like really push it till the very last second, sort of like the equivalent of like edging the arrow.
Yeah.
Whereas like hurtling, you're like, wait for it, boom. Dickhead, you thought. Briley, if you're up.
My longbow has gone back down to 5 instead of 6.
That's weird. Well, we know it's 6, so
Strange.
just use a 6.
I don't know
my
what
heen
picture.
bite the own boys.
There we go. There I am.
You were. Said my heen bite the own boys.
Voice down.
I'm gonna
My
put.
heen really hot.
Right. So I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
put this guy on the ground.
I'm gonna bonus action activate my.
Swords.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do get that sort of like.
His arm's gonna do
Yeah.
it again.
It doesn't maintain, but you do get the initial like energy
Yeah.
noise. It's like, oh.
And then I'll go whack him. Oh, I'm gonna try. 18.
Hits.
Oh, what am I doing?
D6 plus.
3.
Okay. 3
Three?
damage. Onto...
Yeah, I
What did
got
you roll?
1.
But you've only got a +2 dex.
Yeah.
Ah, I thought you had +3 for some reason.
But it's a +1 bow, so you need to add another one again.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not using my bow though.
No, the whole weapon is +1.
Ah, okay.
So 4.
So yeah, 4
4.
damage. Okay, so that's
Every little
that
helps.
guy. Oh, actually, he's the fresh one, isn't he? Okay, 4.
And then I'll use my bonus.
No, you use the bonus to.
I don't have another bonus action.
No, you have you have a second attack.
Oh, I just did them again then.
Straight in the kneecap.
25.
Yeah, hits. Fuck me.
What have I got to do? If I roll a 2.
So
And
it's,
2, 4, 5.
so it's +3.
5.
Yeah. Cool.
And then can I call my birds
Yep.
to him?
Boys.
It looks like
Go on, actually
the
call them.
original longbow has just come back with.
So like,
Thank
what's
you.
weird though is because bearing in mind while this is going on, the whole crowd is still like alive with movement. There are other like combats going on all around you. There are other people sort of like every now and again sort of passing in and out to this area that you're fighting in. And again, Kiraj is still fucking kicking ass because every now and again a corpse falls off the top
Oh my
of this
God.
like.
Yeah, Courage.
No,
But,
do you know, like in Shrek, when Snow White goes, and then she
Yeah.
goes, ah, and then all the birds go up.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say they like these birds wherever the fuck they've been all seem to be like coming up and out of different parts of the crowd as if they've also been involved in this giant melee, and they all just come swarming in and like do that cool spiral thing down on him again.
Oh.
4 damage.
With Courage, I can like picture him having Prince Scry under his arm like rugby ball style and just like charging.
He's got him like over his shoulder, fireman style, as opposed to like tucked under the arm. And every
he's just-
now and again,
and he's-
someone comes up and he's just like
Could you imagine he's just like a freight train?
kicking people off the top. Just and he's like, "Save me, Courage, please! I don't like it. Take me home." You can just hear like this proper damsel in distress. Cool.
Could I move to like to flank with Chadwick for that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a bit of a flank train going on.
And that's me.
Cool. Speaking of Chadwick, you're up.
She wants something. Straighten the balls. Punch
Just the
that.
one knuckleball knock.
Punch that one guy who I've been beating the crap out of in the balls.
I reckon,
Yeah.
I reckon that's a distraction tactic. You said the character said straighten the balls, so he guards his
Yeah, he
balls
did.
and grabs
He
him in the
just
face.
uppercut him.
10.
Miss.
I lied.
Oh, it's a
You're
plus
flanking him,
2
plus
as
two
well. Yeah, but it's 12.
Maybe
but
I didn't.
12 is still a miss.
I did, in fact, lie.
In the balls, and like you're being serious about it, and he just covers it, and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have noticed my attacks.
As he covers his balls, I go for the uppercut. Like straight under his chin. 420.
Yeah, hits.
Nice.
6.
6. That is which one
No,
is
it's back.
there?
What happened?
Oh, hopper.
It's a refresh thing, I think. Here we go.
Okay, this guy is like on his very last legs.
One
So
attack?
bonus action attack.
So
Yeah.
he's up in the air, yeah? On my fist.
Right, yeah, you've juggled him.
Are you?
Whip out my boomerang. Melee attack with my boomerang.
Yeah. Can you
What
remember,
level
can you
of
remember that?
sorcery is this?
Can you remember that? He had the boomerang the
I
whole time
totally
and
forgot
refused
about the
to
fucking
throw it.
boomerang. I know, I totally
Yeah.
forgot about the boomerang.
21.
Yeah, it hits.
He was just like hitting people with the knuckles and stuff.
What's your bonus, like, damage plus what? It's like
Plus
D4
6
plus
for
six.
the boomerang. Oh, 1d4 plus 3.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
You don't even have to roll.
Clatter him
You
in.
just fucking bury this boomerang like in his fucking brain, and there's just that moment you like hook him up and go boom, and he's like, it just goes limp on your hand, and then you're just like, oh.
You totally keep the boomerang like in
Hello.
your pants leg on the side, don't you?
It's not my pants.
Yeah, the
though.
fact I was gonna say he's got no
Imagine-
trousers on. He's got this like really long T-shirt with a belt, and then just like in here in the pants, the boomerang. But yeah, it is now blood soaked. Where you've just caved it through the front of his face, basically. Are you gonna move at all?
No, I'm just going to turn around and be like, your turn!
Right, so yeah, that'll
And
be next.
face the other guy.
Okay, so
But
next is these
I'm
guys
looking
over here.
Bryleaf dead in the eyes.
This one's gonna stand up and bum rush back at backs, and is going to sort of like a last hurrah, because you can see that it's not going well for him. Let me just check if it works. It works. Mans is praying to the fish god, unfortunately.
Oh, no. Oh shit!
He's a fish.
Where's my fish?
Where's my fish? Gotta
Yeah,
get a new fish.
This he was basically the sort of like the deep druid equivalent, where obviously he reanimated this guy as like some sort of monster, and he's like, this is going really bad for me. This is sort of like a wild shape, but almost like a one-time permanent like, fuck it, I'm a fish. Like, whoa, fish hands. Whoop.
My fish boys.
Uh-oh. This keeps happening. Oh, fish. Yeah, so he's gonna make just a series of attacks. That is a nat 20, a 19 plus something, and a miss.
I'm gonna have 3 nat 20s against me in this in this combat.
Okay, so the nat 20 was gonna be a 9 slashing.
Okay, down to 5.
The other hit is going to be an 8. Wow, that was really not much
4.
difference. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Cool.
I'm fucked.
And then as his final little thing as the fish, because like when he changes into the fish, it sort of like resets him, because it's like, I'm a new thing now. Is just gonna, with his horrible like knifey needle teeth, is gonna try and just chomp your arm and just grapple. So it's a combination of an athletics check and a regular attack to hit.
Cool.
So I'll attack to hit first. That was a 22. So there will be damage. There will be 6 piercing damage as he sinks his teeth into your arm.
God, down to 3.
Uh-oh. And now contested athletics check.
Okay.
He gets an 11.
Athletics. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Cool.
22.
So yeah, you managed to shake him off, but yeah, you're feeling like rough. You're like starting to lose your feet a bit with this big beast still lumbering over the top of you. Who, by the way, is his turn.
Bye.
I'll tell you what. Are you in a... Yeah, okay. So basically, hand up, slits the palm, big blast of this like deep infused blood comes flying out in a line hitting you and Ironfoot. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw this time, please.
I'm good at those.
Ironfoot's pretty good at those too. The fuck he is, that's a 6. Oh, fuck,
dear,
fuck that one up.
14.
14. You just, and I mean just, squeak is a 14.
Oh, shit.
Ironfoot fucks it with a 6. So, first of all, he takes, that is 10 deep damage, and then he is poisoned.
Oh,
So
nasty.
I will remember that.
Do I take half or do I take none?
Oh yeah, you take half. You would.
Oh.
I was gonna say I forgot. I was thinking of Lilith's evasion thing. Wait, haven't you got something though? Where? Oh no, it's deck saves, isn't it?
Yeah, I get advantage
That's
on...
what it is.
Yeah. So I'm taking 5. Alright, okay.
Are you down?
No, I'm still up. Just about.
Uh-oh.
Haven't you got
I'm
bonk?
in single digits,
Bonk
but
with
I'm
him.
up.
Haven't you got bonk with him?
Yeah, but he's got to be
Yeah,
on my
gotta
turn.
wait.
Oh
on.
no.
Right. Okay. And then it is going to, I would say push like through you over to him, but he's gonna have to go in here. But because of this other melee that's going on, he's just gonna automatically take damage.
Okay, opportunity attack as well
Yeah.
as he moves.
I'm gonna roll my tiniest d4.
Oh, fuck's sake.
1. Okay, so he takes 1 points of damage as he walks into there. What do you roll?
12.
Ooh, miss. But because he's got such a big base, he has to still take another d4. 3. And now he's gonna finish there. So 1 more. 'Cause he finished his turn in it. That's 4. It's ramping. He took a shitload. Like as he's like pushing through these people, like trying to wade through. A few more of Ironfoot's men are just sort of like tucked in this little bit of crowd and are like jabbing to the point that another one pops out there.
Well, and that's just one of the people in the crowd fighting.
Yeah, like it's just one of Ironfoot's like group that would just happen to be there.
Oh, okay.
Let me double check the time. Okay, I'll try not to make it last too much longer because I'm sure people have got things to do. Next is back up to Scarius.
Okay. Can I get within 5 feet of Bax?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I got 40.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just like a red blur, and then you're like, oh, hello.
Bonus action, activate Gonk.
Cool.
So that's...
Some temp.
Oh, nice. The maximum again. So, 12.
12.
I just realised I forgot to activate the other Iron Foot last time, but oh well.
And then I'll tap you on the shoulder and say, "Are you doing okay?" And cure wounds.
Nice. Okay.
And that's my last spell slot.
Healer Monk is pretty cool. The fact you can just like zoom across the battlefield and like boop.
That's a further 8.
Nice. Okay.
Damn.
8 healing.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Okay. Back in double digits. Let's go.
Cool. Is that you?
Yeah.
Back you're up.
I'm just like, thanks. Reckless attack on the fish.
Nice. Where's my fish?
I'm so glad I reckless because one of those was a natural 1, but the other one was a 27.
Yeah, fucking Jesus. You hit the fish.
I hit the fish. Yeah, you too. Okay, yes, nice. Okay, 9, 14, 16, 17 damage, 16 bludgeoning, 1 lightning.
Weak to lightning, so an
Nice.
additional.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Fishy boys.
Let's go another reckless attack with my second attack against him. Oh yes, that was another 28. No, 27.
Jesus.
That was another 19. Nice.
You're deboning the fish.
Okay. 7. Math. 12. 14 bludgeoning, 1 lightning.
Okay, yeah, this thing is looking real fucking rough. Like,
Um,
death's doorstep rough.
Bonus action, Storm Aura. Can you make a dexterity saving throw against a 15?
That's a 7.
Taking 4 lightning damage.
Poor fish.
Yeah, fried.
Nice.
Just, this guy is like, this is my last stand, and then you just went bzzz.
You see a skeleton flash in and out every
power.
shot.
Just, yeah, you fried him. He's dead. Fucking
Nice.
You don't goof.
And I'm gonna stay there.
I like how the gonk mini sort of like,
I'm gonna stay
Don't
where I
mind
am.
me.
still here, boys. Sorry, can't be modelled clinging onto the wrist. Next is Ironfoot versus the brown robes in one. Okay, Ironfoot takes it. So he is gonna stick the big bastard. Oh, I forgot to roll at the end of that too. Okay, yeah, he does regen that thing. But
I should have
he
moved.
couldn't
I should
used
have
it,
moved.
But, no, but luckily it's not your turn. It's
Yeah,
Ironfoot's,
it's
but he
Ironfoot
is
who hit him.
poisoned.
Oh yeah, of course.
So he's gonna swing with his trusty thingy. Although, oh yeah, because
It's just the thingy.
Gladius. I couldn't think of the word. No, I was thinking the advantage thing was on. It wasn't on attacks.
What, with poison?
No, enlarged.
No, but I was thinking it would cancel out because he's enlarged and poisoned.
Oh, enlarged. Yeah, no, it's not attacks. It's
No, it's
strength,
the strength
saving
checks
throws and
and-
ability
yeah.
checks.
Yeah, it's just
So
a
it is
plus
He still
to
gets
the
the
attack.
extra damage if he hits.
Oh, nat 1.
Shit.
I'm gonna say even though he misses with the damage, it still triggers the reaction.
Oh,
So
Ironfoot,
he
my
has to
man.
make a sanity save with a great +0.
He strikes me as a pretty
Oh
sane dude.
no, that was an 18. That was an 18.
Nice, yeah.
Average sanity, but managed to hold on to it. So he is fine on that front. Then he's gonna make a second attack with disadvantage. Oh, that's a shame, because that just fell short.
Damn it.
He's just like, after he got hit by this like sort of horrible, disgusting blood and is like spitting it out, he's just sort of waving this sword wildly, just missing all over the shop. He is gonna, however, try and kick him into the crowd as like a bonus action. Making it! Okay. Kick damage is 9 kick damage because of the plus D4 maxing out on
Yeah.
the fucking thing. And then he goes 15 feet back.
Oh, yeah.
15. Triggering this for an additional 1 damage. And because he's on these 4 squares, he's in range of her, so she's gonna now have her go. That is a hit for 4 damage, and a hit for another 4 damage. Okay. This thing is gripping on for dear life. It is very, very low. And finally, this guy over at the back is gonna pull out the javelin and give it a good old try and thread the needle. But because he's going through a crowd, I'm gonna give it a AC not a disadvantage, but a penalty to AC. No, penalty to hit because he's got more AC because of everyone between him. Words.
Is he like a half cover vibe?
Yeah, basically. Still hits. Just about does it. Sort of between them, Ironfoot like punts this thing because he's just like swinging and missing. Punts this thing, knocks it back into the crowd. The crowd sort of like just gather all around it. Some of them being his friends of like the same or at least similar cult or group. Other random people sort of all getting involved, dragging him down. The woman dwarf here just getting a good few licks in, sort of through the crowd, ducking and jabbing. Then this one guy's like, "Yeah, I reckon I can do that." Killed.
Nice.
So it turns to Ironfoot and is like, as in like, pay up. So yeah, this thing's fucking
Yeah,
dead.
go on. Nasty bugger.
Next.
Have we noticed
is two
while
guys left.
this has been going on, any of them having those aforementioned tattoos? Has there been any sign
So
of that?
the ones that you've been fighting, when they sort of like sloughed off their skin and like their claws ripped as they like turn into a fish, you did just about make out sort of like tentacle themes. You guys, when fighting the guys in the robes, when they are like lunging and their arm comes out, instead of like the tentacle vibe, which I realise now I've got more of, it's more like it almost looks like Herald, not so much heraldry, but like traditional filigree, which is really strange because these guys, they're very clearly like the poor man's cult in terms of how they look, with like really shoddy, poorly sewn together outfits. And these like horrible, shitty yellow trousers, but yeah, their tattoos are really like well designed, regal, swirly filigree type stuff. So it is quite juxtaposing. But yeah, so it's these last two guys left standing. One of them's gonna shoot at Chadwick for 17.
Yes.
That is a 6 to hit. 6 damage, sorry. 6 piercing. And the second attack, that is a 24 to hit.
Yes.
That is 10 piercing damage.
Oh my god, I'm going to die.
Oh no.
I don't know how much health you had to begin with, but it doesn't sound like a lot from that reaction. I normally don't ask for specific numbers, but what number are you on?
16.
Okay, okay.
You only got...
This last guy,
That's not much health.
No.
Like, max HP is not very much.
I'm a
swinging
frail
at
old man.
Briley first for a 15 to hit.
I think that misses.
I can't remember
It
what he
does,
uses.
yeah.
Yeah, it
with
does,
your
yeah.
armor it would.
Okay, second attack on you for an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
6 piercing damage. And then a bonus action on Chadwick, because fuck you, that's why. That is a dirty 20 to hit. With 9 piercing damage on that last one because of the
Chadwick is now crying.
Oh,
one attack per turn. They can add a d4 instead of their regular like modifier, and he just happened to max out on the dice. So like, nearly one off. But yeah, Chadwick is bleeding. Briley, if you're up.
Nasty way to go.
It's just a one knife, actually. This whole time as well, Scrunt has just been like, every now and again you can just hear as this like visor pops up, and he's like looking around, and this whole thing seems to like rotate slightly, and he's just trying to get a view of the battlefield, and then just.
Can I like go back round to Chadwick without leaving him?
Hello!
And then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. I'm gonna
Ah.
cast Cure Wounds.
Just this
Thank you.
creepy, gross old man. Like, there you are.
Oh, nice. 11.
Oh, nice.
Hello, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Cool.
There's nothing else I can do, is there? No.
Bonus action, swing with your sword.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's 2-weapon fighting. So technically, because your bow is like now your action, and you know, so you just.
But I don't add my plus on the bonus, do I? It's 18 plus whatever I add. 18 plus.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, to hit.
And then just a flat d6. Oh, actually +1 because it's a +1 weapon.
Huh?
What did you roll on the die?
I've changed them to +1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So my
but what I'm saying is, because it's a +1 weapon, even if it's in your offhand, add the +1.
4.
4 total.
Yeah.
Onto that
Oh,
one.
now that I've hit him though, can my birds attack?
Yes, they can. And that might just do it.
Oh no, I want 2.
That just about does it.
Okay.
Yeah, so the birds doing what they love doing best, and all like dive bombing and burrowing into someone and then ripping out the other side. You're just like, guys, really again? Stop! Chadwick has a moment of horror where he's like, "Oh, you know what birds do that."
Did you reapply
No.
Hunter's Marksman?
I changed my
Cool.
Yep.
to my sword.
Cool. So he got ripped to shit. There's one guy left standing, and
Annoyingly.
Chadwick,
far
you're up.
away.
I just pointed at you! And I just...
5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. Perfect!
Nice.
Can I hit him with a spear? What was that?
You know what? I will let
Spear
you.
tackle him.
It'll count as a grapple, but also make your regular unarmed attack first, and I'll count that as the impact damage.
I do have a grapple.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying on top, make a
Okay.
regular
Oh,
attack.
because you're a pugilist, you've got the grapple thing going.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, roll your d4 and add your. Roll your d4 first. Cause
It's just 3, though.
I imagine while you're
Oh,
sprinting.
unarmed strike.
And my unarmed strike is just 3.
No, alright, I thought your unarmed strike was the technically modified daggers.
Yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
just.
that's fine.
Yeah, roll your d4.
I imagine while he's sprinting, he's
What's
still
on the
all
die?
elbows.
5.
He's still
What's
like...
on the
On the die, 3.
Okay, so that doubles to 6, and now add your modifier.
8.
Cool. 8 damage.
How does he run?
And then I like the idea that you like pick up speed as you go as well. It starts off quite slow and elbowy and almost jolly, and then it's just like, oh, he's still going, and then it just goes really nefarious, and you're like, oh god, he's gonna ignite his elbows, are gonna catch on his
Arrows
ribs.
flying past my head.
There's so much friction.
I got blisters from a sand.
Okay, make a grapple. This might just kill him.
So
So-
it's a contested strength check, isn't it? Or...
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you've got to
so,
do strength,
yeah,
and I've got to do athletics.
Oh,
16,
Yeah, you just take him to the ground. He's now like pinned and grappled.
but I get 2 extra now, do I?
Yeah. So
Right.
just make your...
Just punch him in the face.
So I'll say that spear was like a bonus action because that was fucking cool.
he's taking a lot of damage and now he's upset.
I can't believe you've done this.
I just have the idea you've managed to like roll him over so he's on top, but you've got him in a headlock and you just go, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
18.
Yeah, it's...
It's just a funny thought. 6.
Oh my god, okay. Yeah, no, just one firm. And then you go to do it again and he's just not moving and you're like,
Can I punch him anyway?
yeah, fuck you, I know. The auto hits, you just... You keep going, or is it just the one?
just the one extra.
Oh, okay,
It's
right.
one of the right notes he's dead, and I'm like, oh.
Fuck. Cool, yeah, so, this guy is kaput.
Pinning for the 1, 2, 3.
And before we end for the session, I want to just give a quick little...
Yeah.
Hard work.
Chadwick, Chadwick.
Chadwick. Yeah, but just because your combat's over doesn't mean the whole melee and
No, everyone's
Yeah.
still scrapping.
So,
The entire
will get into
stadium
that next
chanting
week.
Chadwick.
Okay.
thank you everyone for watching.
Nice.
Make sure to click our links below, go to Discord especially, and let us know what you think. Subscribe on YouTube if you're watching back later. If you're watching on Twitch as a replay, you've already subscribed, so cheers.
I do want to make an announcement as well, in that in May, I'm going to be running a one-shot
Oh, yeah.
for, well, these guys and 2 of the other Night Lives guys. So, got that to look forward to.
And I have run a similar version, because you... Not run it, but
Yeah.
I've played a
Yeah.
similar version to this one shot.
Yeah.
And it
So
is good fucking fun.
Yes.
Mind-bending fun. So
Yeah.
you've got that to look forward to.
Very excited about the
Oh, was it
character
that
I've
one?
got ready.
No,
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 it's
no, no. No, it's not. Like, how she
I was gonna
he's
go-
like,
I was gonna
oh,
go-
the horror.
If it was the timey-wimey one,
I did do a
home with a
timey-wimey
migraine.
one-shot and Jess
Oh,
didn't like it.
brains
No.
blew out our bottoms.
Yeah.
But in a good... It wasn't like, because it was like, oh, this is bad, but it was just like, oh, God, what have we missed?
So yeah, Diecast X Night Lives one-shot very soon.
Very exciting.
And until
Until
then, we
then.
shall see you next week. Goodbye!